to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday. It is almost time for the weekend. I am so excited and looking forward to just sleeping in. Okay. No major plans this week, but looking forward to sleeping in late on tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all tap that like button. Let everyone know that we are live. Good morning, T. Smith. Welcome, sis. How have you been? And thank you for being first in the building. Hey, Buttercup is in the building. Good morning, Kamashira. Thank you for joining. Hey, K Brown. Good morning, sis. Thank you for joining, ladies. Hi, T Mills. Thank y'all for tapping in on today. This live is brought to you by The Common Thread, written by none other than Lakeisha. Can be found on Amazon.com.
And be like yourself, like a baby.
Coming soon. Look, my son, he put his own commercial in there with his book. His book is coming soon. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yes, y'all. The link to get directly to Amazon to purchase The Common Thread will be in the description field of this video. It is a book of testimonies about some parts of my life, real stories that shows that God is the common thread in our lives. And I know that Mother's Day is coming up. There is a chapter dedicated directly just to my mom and how God brought me through the loss of a mother. So if you lost a mother, a parent, this is a book that you will want to read or be a blessing to someone else. All right, y'all, let's see here. Good morning, Judy. Thank you for joining. All right, so y'all, last night, okay, I was up late and there was some breaking news. Now, we have been following the case of Ashley Jana. And y'all, in a turn of events, her father posted last night. He said, turn that down a little. He said that Ashley's body, or he said their baby's body is back in the U.S. So Ashley Janae's body has now arrived back to the U.S. and her family is now able to make final arrangements, get with the funeral home and make those arrangements. Now, y'all, I don't know the state of her body. Okay. Hey, Love Spice. Hey, Stephanie. Right now, I'm hoping, because I can't suggest nothing, but I'm hoping that they are able to get an independent autopsy done on her, if it's in a, state that they're able to still do that. But y'all, my heart last night, y'all, I smiled so wide. Oh my gosh. I just felt a sense of, and she wasn't even my family, but y'all, I can only imagine you're hearing of her death, the way it happened and all of this. You can't get over there. And then they haven't released her body. You don't know what really happened. How are you going to get her back? And I know that they have to have some sense, although it's a tragic way and not wanting to get her back like that, to finally get her body back, y'all. I am so happy that they did that. I was feeling some type of way yesterday. It was making me mad, actually. I was in Royal D's chat and, we were talking about it yesterday, and it was actually just making me mad. I'm like, release this young lady. She's a young lady's body back to her family. That's the least that you could do, And so so ironic, y'all, because that news came after I was looking at an article about over 500 people losing their lives over there last year around their election. Now they have a woman president, y'all, and it was so much chaos and turmoil after she was elected. They are accusing, they've done a whole inquiry, y'all, where they are accusing some of the government there of just shooting protesters, unaliving mainly a lot of men, over 400 something men, 100 and something children. They just found out the number recently. Like, the article was dated on yesterday. So now they have to do a whole inquiry into how did all of those people, y'all, they were burying people, going into hospitals, allegedly building mass graves, just throwing people's bodies in graves. So I was thinking to myself, I said, now this was before I heard the news that Ashley's body was back. I said, Lord, I hope they don't bury her in one of those graves that they over there. Okay, because they have, y'all, that is definitely not a place that you want to go and take lightly. Although the U.S. does not have them on the actual ban list, y'all make sure you tap that like button. We have 26, only 7 likes. Come on, double tap, go out, come back in. Okay, that will really, really help. Let's see here. Chemistry said, if they get independent autopsy and it shows what we think, how will that work since the other country deemed it a different way? Oh, will they be able to go after Joe? See, that's where it gets a little sketchy. That's a very, very good question. That's a very good question. I'm wondering, did they send any details or, follow-up information from their investigation? Hey, Brittany. Hey, sis. Hi, True Blessing. Yes, girl. Justice for Ashlee and justice for Celeste. Yes. Okay. So these people over in Tanzania, y'all, they were saying, you go over there to use caution. Do not be out there doing too much. Thank y'all. See y'all hit that like button. Thank y'all so much. Do not be over there doing too much. These people are not playing games. Okay, so now they have to see who they're going to hold accountable for the deaths of over 500 something people. I don't even know how many women. It was mainly men that they were taking out. And they were thinking that it was by the hands of the officials there. And I said, these the same people that are supposed to be investigating Ashley's death? Okay, if they in something big like this, do y'all think they're going to get to her case? Sad to say, I don't think so. They even accused the president's people of whitewashing, y'all, and covering up, okay, what took place. This is something that's happening now. It's happening right now over in Tanzania. So that just gave me like some type of feeling like, what in the world? I would definitely not be going over there. Y'all doing cover-ups, just unaliving folks, they said they were putting people in graves. They said that number is probably higher, but they have buried people, mass graves, covering this stuff up after last year's election. And this is a whole inquiry that they have put together, this whole committee to look into it. Okay, that is taking place now. So that is why a lot of us are questioning and wondering, are they going to really, really look into Ashley's case when they I'm definitely not going. I'm definitely not going over there. And that is a very good point that you brought up. Even if they find out, if anything, it would just be them finding out what really happened to her and if some foul play was taking place. But as far as charges, I don't think they can bring charges up against him, not over here in the U.S., because it didn't happen over here. Hey, Tammy, welcome. She said, I work with this girl. Oh, really? You work with her in Miami at the University of Miami Hospital. And she was quiet. I always felt like maybe she was on the spectrum, but she was really smart. But she was really quiet. Are you talking about Ashlee? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Tanzania don't have to worry about me going there as well. That's what I'm saying, y'all. They got too much going on. Okay. And then the US relationship, it was a whole thing I was about to do before all that news broke about her body being back, which I probably still do. But right now, Tanzania's relationship with the US is a strained relationship too. It's a strained relationship. Okay. So it's not the best relationship when you know that your country is not at its best with another country. Those are the places we want to stay away from. Okay. Till they fix it. Okay. I'm not trying to go anywhere where it's your body may not make it back. You can get unalived and people not taking it seriously. I'm not trying to go to any of those places. No. Oh, y'all work in a cafeteria that serve the doctors and the visitors. I'm just glad her body is back. It stays with her parents and family and loved ones. Yes, right. Hey, Cherise. Yeah, I'm not trying to go to any of these places. I think I'm going to still do a little short video over that because it's quite interesting. I hadn't thought about that. What is the relationship between the U.S. and Tanzania? That's when that article popped up because they said for one reason is there's a whole American over there that was involved in this. They were talking about Ashley. There was an article with her picture, and they were saying that American lost her life over there. And then they had the other article about over 500 something people being unalived over there after the election. Those two articles were the first two articles that popped up when you ask about the relationship between the U.S. and Tanzania. It's not a place that you probably want to go to right now. I don't care how beautiful the resort is. That's probably the last resort I would go to as well. See, they are trying to build up. It was saying something to the effect they're trying to build themselves up to have like the capacity to have money where they're not the ones having to receive help. So right now, they don't want any negative press or anything that could hinder the tourism sector there because that is what brings in a lot of money for them. Then on top of this, y'all, you got to consider, I've been seeing this whole assembly is supposed to take place in October. Okay, this is huge for them. It's huge. They have delegates from all over the country coming there, trying to see what are they doing about how do they get tourists to come there, you know, trying to get advice and things. And then it's potential investment opportunities, people funneling money into their country. They do not want anything negative to block that. No, Stephanie, it's not on the block list, but they said that to use caution. It's not to that level yet, if that makes sense. The fiance, oh, you know what, Tootie, I think I was in there at that time before she went before she ended. Gigi said Joe was in her chat. And wait a minute, Gigi was quick with it. Because I had her up listening to her live, but I was working on some stuff, so I didn't have the chat pulled up where I could see it. And so when I heard Gigi, y'all, I'm talking about Gigi from Criminal Villains, the messy sweet spot. Child, I heard Gigi say, "Oh my God, Joe is in the chat." And baby, you couldn't beat me trying to get over there. As soon as I clicked the link, the tab to pull it back up, and I'm looking, trying to read, because I'm trying to see who is she saying Joe, because of course he's not going to come under his real name. Okay, so it was another profile under there, and he was just typing up a storm. And I was trying to read it, child. As soon as I tried to read it, Gigi had deleted and blocked the person, and the comments went away. I said no. So I was asking the chat, what did he say? Nobody responded. baby, Gigi was quick with it. Because, baby, I wanted to see, and of course, after she said that, the whole chat started commenting. I was like, no, Gigi, unblock it right quick so I need to screenshot something. So I don't even know what Joe was saying. If that was Joe, I don't know how she knew that was Joe, because I didn't see anyone with the name Joe or anything like that in the chat. But I know that person was writing like a lot of information. And as soon as I tried to read it, Gigi had blocked him and the comments went away. Yeah, someone is always, because she done had Lulu. She done had Lulu. Somebody, Gigi was scared. Gigi said, now don't come over here messing. Gigi said, don't come over here messing with me. Y'all, I'm sorry. Oh my God, I was tickled. Gigi has me laughing. When I tell you, no one tells a messy story the way Gigi tells it. She will be up there like it's fact, baby, telling the story. I say, Gigi, I love how you story tell. Baby, Gigi say, do not come over here messing with me. I guess Gigi said she done had enemies from every story coming to her chat. They threatening her in the Tyrone Davis case. They done threatened her in Romika's case. And now here comes Joe. Here comes Joe trying to... Okay, let me get it together. Child, Gigi was scared. She was hurt, baby. I ain't never seen... And y'all know Gigi don't block nobody. Okay? Baby, I don't know what a mods were. I don't know what a mods were last night. But baby, need a mod. Okay? Gigi got that profile out of there so fast. Y'all, I have tears. Oh my God, I couldn't even finish reading what he was saying. Oh, my stomach is hurting, Lord. Okay, let me get it together. That was hilarious. She said she had me rolling when that Lulu one said they were going to get her. Girl, she is funny, 105K. Welcome, sis. Oh, girl, where were you? Because ain't you a mod? Baby, Gigi, they were looking for the mods in the chat list. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Protector 91. Good morning, Pamela. Yeah, she don't like us blocking. Yeah, she doesn't. That's why I was shocked when she said Joe was in the chat. I hurried up and got there because I wanted to read the comments. Baby, I ain't never seen Gigi block someone as fast as she blocked Joe last night. I was saying with Gigi, are you sure that was him? I didn't know what had happened. Oh my gosh, Joe will probably get away with it and stay, possibly. Oh, you were asleep, girl. She was serious about that Lulu one too. She was locking doors, checking windows, talking about they messing with her. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Gigi. Y'all, she tickles me. I'm gonna be honest. Most of the lives, I'm laughing. Okay, I don't be just putting the laughing faces in the chat. But the way she says things in her storytelling, oh my gosh, y'all. No one can do it like that. No one. I don't care how messy you are. Gigi knows how to tell a messy, good story. And she'll have you believing it as fact, too. I was on there, but I got up early and said I would watch it today. Hey, I missed the girl. Yes. But to be honest, if you weren't in there or really paying attention, a lot of people probably missed the things he was saying. Now, some people caught it because they were like, where are the mods? Block this such and such profile. So some people did see what, he was saying or whatever. But y'all, oh my gosh, y'all got me crying tears. Hold on one second. Okay, y'all. Good morning, Rhonda. Hey, thank you for joining, sis. Oh, you driving to work too? Yes, I'm dropping the kids off. Um, but yes, y'all. So those of you who are just coming in, Ashley Janae's body is back in the U.S. with her family. Praise the Lord. When I tell y'all, I said I was praising God for them. I was like, God, thank you. Oh my gosh. Now they can have a proper funeral for her and all of that. So I am just so grateful to God that He allowed them. Okay, see y'all later.
Okay.
Be good. Love you.
Love you too.
I'm so grateful because nothing like having your child, especially a child, back. My son left my daughter. he he just worried that it's Friday, fun Friday. Thank you. You too. He was worried that it's fun Friday, child. He didn't open the door for nothing. Let's see. Rhonda said, yes, Gigi is one of a kind that will have you crying, laughing. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, one time she had me up there role playing, and it was totally like when I say we were just like rolling, like it was not planned or rehearsed. And I've never done that before in my life. Never with someone, especially on a live. I've role played before, but I'm saying on a live like that, on somebody else's live. But she makes it comfortable. And so I don't know. I just felt comfortable to just take a risk and just get into character. And it challenged me. It really did that day. And so shout out to Gigi. She's good about letting people come up and shouting people out. Hey Latte, welcome. That fool stay online. I'm not surprised that Joe was in her chat, right? No, Gigi said she's not home. They still haven't got her body over here. Thank you, Kamashir. Oh, I think she changed it. What time did you hear her say that? Um, who just said that? Rhonda, what time did you hear her say that? Because she even changed the title, the caption on her live last night. And if you go to the father's page, he has it. His name is Harry Robinson on Facebook. I'm mad I wasn't there last night, girl, because maybe you could have screeched. You could tell us, was it anyone in her chat that's in here that could tell us what he said? I don't even know what he said. Did anyone see any of the comments? Give us like the gist said. Gigi love putting on a performance. Yes, girl. Okay. Yes. So Rhonda, yeah, just go back and check because it could have been prior to her finding that info out because she did find out on her live last night. Yes. So Ashley Jana is back. So y'all, we may get some more updates. Like I told y'all yesterday, I just had a dream the night before, not last night, but the night before about an autopsy. And I just remember in the dream, like the details brought shock. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, like in the dream, I couldn't see full details, but it was like, it brought shock, like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know if that's the route that they're going to go, try to do a private investigation or a private independent autopsy. I don't even know, y'all, if they'll be allowed to go, like have investigators go over there, or they may have to just go with what they found if they've sent them any details back. I don't know. When they sent her body, did they send like final findings from the investigation? That's the part. Now, how ironic, all of us missed it, right? And it was there because I was trying to read one of the comments and it left. So she wasn't lying. The comments were there, but when you block someone, it takes away all of their comments. Shout out to Rhonda for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much. So we will continue to follow. Hopefully we will get more details as to if there will be an autopsy, if the family received any details. Because remember the other day I was saying what the GoFundMe funds were for, and that they were possibly just waiting on some updates, and lo and behold, there was an update last night. They didn't do a whole lot of posting during these past couple of weeks, but I can say the father, he kept us more updated than the mom. I can say that. All I know, the woman on her panel dropping gems, that's when he came in. Gigi talking about Joe. That's magic on my panel talking about you, Joe. Don't come for me. Oh, yeah. Yes, I had never heard that lady she had on her panel before, and she was dropping gems. And whatever she was saying, because I had just came in when all of that happened and had pulled it up, and whatever she was saying prior, it brought him out. And I don't know who that was, but she was dropping some gems and speaking straight facts. Okay. That's when he popped up. Yes. He didn't like that. Yeah, she was like, that's not my voice. She was scared. Like, don't start coming for me, Joe. Oh my goodness, Joe is paranoid and crazy. Yeah, he's definitely going to be paranoid. All these little games that he's playing, posting pictures and things like that. If he did something to her, y'all, his life won't be the same. It won't. It will not be the same. You can't do something like that and think you're going to have, I could just erase this out of my mind and go on with my life. Like I said, I hope her family has access to a death certificate, can reach out to the banks and so forth, and put a hold. Hopefully they were at least able to put a hold, a freeze on her bank accounts while this investigation was going on, because I just don't trust it. I hope they got her phones, all of her belongings. Like, what happens with all of that? So hopefully they sent all of that back too, because that is so sad. Oh, that is so sad. So I'm hoping we get more info now that her body is back. Hopefully we'll get more info. So I'll keep y'all updated. In other news, y'all, child, I'm gonna have to get my nerves together for this David case. Oh my gosh, y'all. I don't know if y'all been hearing some of the updates on the news. Is all over the place. Okay, it's all over YouTube, it's all over the news. And best believe, now check this out. Okay, best believe mainstream media gonna cover this. Okay, now they only want to give us a couple of days on Ashley Jana. Oh, but best believe, just watch, y'all. Watch how things move. Okay, this is another black. We talked about this the other day, baby. Another black man can possibly be taken out, and he deservingly so. Okay, but best believe this will be plastered all over mainstream media. Okay, we are going to hear a lot about this case. It is a sick story. That young lady should not have lost her life the way she lost her life. And the things, oh my gosh, the horrific and nasty things, I'm going to say he allegedly did, because he has not been proven or found guilty. Oh my goodness. It is crazy work. Now, I got to give a shout out, and I'm so excited about this news. During the Diddy trial, y'all, I kept up with Armand Wiggins because he was there in person. And it was a lot of content creators there at the Diddy trial. Rhonda said, I don't see how anybody takes someone's life and just think they're supposed to just move on with their life. Exactly. Honey 5K said, I hope he didn't get her phone, because you could do a lot of things with phone. Yes, that's what I'm wondering. Where is her phone? Okay. Hey, that one, good morning. Yeah, it is really dark, Honey 5K. The man that took the children's life way too dark for me. I cannot be a part of that. Oh my gosh. And that's another case. That trial is on Court TV every day. Every day they are showing that. So, and that happened in Texas too. And so, y'all, Armand Wiggins was one of the content creators that was there at the Diddy trial. Well, yesterday, y'all, I think he is going to be there at the David trial too. when all of this kicks off. I know the preliminary hearing takes place on May the 1st. And baby, here's another one, okay? Armand tells a good story, okay? The way he broke down that Diddy trial, I look forward to going to his channel to get the details because of how he told it. Okay, he was telling, he took notes. He took it very seriously. Armand did a wonderful, phenomenal job covering that Diddy trial. Now, with the more oil thing outside the courthouse, I think some people took it out of what he was doing. I understood what he was doing because that was a whole part of his setup and, how we interacted and laughed and cut up about that in his chat during that time. And I think some people did not know that was like a running joke and he was doing it for just one person's live that was out there, not trying to make a statement for everyone. So after that, he went into this whole kind of depression thing because people were attacking him. And out of all that hard work, he was on all these different platforms and radio stations. Like it boosted, his, oh, y'all, did I block somebody? Hold on. I was trying to show a comment that was hidden. Okay. Honey 5K, you still in here? No, who was that? I hope I didn't block you. Okay. I was tapping the screen and y'all know sometimes your fingers moving fast. And so he took a break. He took a break and he said he took a hit for that. The people who supported him and understood what he was doing that day. Some people took it out of context and was saying he was trying to make this big thing for Diddy and all of that. Child, look, okay, Diddy was gonna be in jail anyway, so I don't even know what the big deal was. But I am so glad that he is going to cover the David case and be there with boots on the ground. Let's see here. Yes, I'm glad Armand is going and reporting. Yes, baby, he had me weak about that Diddy trial. More oil. Child, I was tickled. I was looking forward to that like it was a TV show every day because it's like when he wrote the details and told us about it, it was like a story. Okay, you like Jenae? Where is he? You had to be on his panel to understand that exactly. If you were not a part of his daily coverage or in his chat or followed him, you probably missed the whole point. Okay, it was a joke. It was something that was, running joke and things like that. And so he's going to cover it. And I love how he covers it. So I was excited about that yesterday. Now, with this David case, y'all, it is very dark, okay, and demonic. And some of the things that have been coming out, like even so far as this man's album, there's a video, okay, when his album was released last year in April, it was not too long after Celeste's body was found or went missing. Was it went missing? It was either went missing or found. And he was celebrating on the video talking about his album. Okay, now the songs and the videos, if y'all have not seen it, are very dark. Even the video cover has a person that almost is like symbolic to what was done to Celeste Rivas, where missing body parts. It's like in his songs and in his art, he was telling the story. Who does that? This man had on a white shirt, y'all, and it was probably her blood on it. He wore this out. It's out on a picture, video. I've never seen anything like this in my life. The way that this young lady, when they went through the autopsy, was dismembered. Like her finger, she had a tattoo of his name on one of her ring fingers. And let me just say, y'all, trigger warning, okay. 2 of her fingers were cut. Okay. A leg was cut above the knee. An arm was cut. Her body was so decomposed. An eye seemed to have been missing. I mean, it was gruesome, the state that they found her body. And not only did they find her body, the person left the body parts underneath in a whole other bag. That is sick and twisted. And to have music as dark as it is, it was horrific hearing that, y'all. And I had listened to that before I went to bed the other night. That was, oh Lord, that was the wrong thing to do. But I can only imagine. And the odor, they said that that's how they found it, is because remember, she went missing and they could not find her. And so there was a Tesla in the impound, and the people who worked there said they started smelling like this weird odor. So they had to get an order to come and search the vehicle. That's where they found the trash bags in the trunk. And her body was so decomposed. It is horrific, the details. And so then, y'all, you would think, okay, that's about it. No, on yesterday, more details that this man has so much corn, child porn, I'm gonna say corn, on his cell phone. They have not stated if any of it was from Celeste, but other children. Okay, on IG, I don't know if they were being funny or what, because, you know, children were involved, but they said that he had images of pizza, so many pizza images. Now, those of you who follow in the Epstein files, y'all know what the pizzas represent, right? Okay, but these people were doing all these things to children and eating babies' flesh. This is how sick and twisted this is. I'm just being honest and up front with y'all. If you're going to follow it, be prepared. It is very dark and demonic, the things that have transpired with this man and in this case. You could tell from his whole body language, the look on his face, no remorse whatsoever is showing on his face, no tears. I question what has happened to him in his life. I question that. When people turn out to be like that, is psychotic. He needs some help. Okay, he needs some jail and some jail and some help. That's what he needs. Let me see what y'all seeing. She said the t-shirt he was wearing. Yes, girl, he had it on his t-shirt. My niece was singing a song talking about cutting her. Oh, and you know what? Honey 5K. A lot of, hey Becca, good morning. A lot of these kids, the music that they're listening to. We had a conversation about this the other day, y'all. The music and these TV shows, y'all be mindful of that with your children, your nieces, nephews, and things like that. Don't just put them off to the side on these electronics and don't monitor it. It's a lot of this stuff that's being subliminally put into these songs, okay, having them thinking certain thoughts about themselves. Like even my daughter, like she'll like wonder, oh, am I gaining too much weight? Or, you know, watching her weight at 10. Yeah, you want to watch it and be healthy, but I don't want you to start having this whole, y'all know how that stuff starts. I got to be a certain weight and stay there. No, you grow. You don't stay the same 90 pounds. Okay. You eventually grow, but sometimes these images and these TikTok videos, they give them this whole view of what they should look like, how they should act. I can tell when my kids have been listening to something they should be listening to, or being around someone they shouldn't be around, because of how they talk, how they act. You will be able to tell a difference if you pay attention when something's off. And that's when you nip it in the bud right then. Don't let it keep going, because they are being exposed to so much. It's no way this 14-year-old girl should have been around this man that old. No way. And the family, I question some of the things. I'm gonna be honest. I question because they were publicly. It wasn't like he was hiding. They were publicly being seen on lives, on videos. No, you're gonna have your tail back over here at the house. You're not hanging out with this man. Okay? You're gonna be over here. Don't let your young girls be hanging around these old, I'm telling y'all, these older men. Take it from someone that I was attracted to someone 10 years older than me when I was in high school. There's no way he should have even entertained the idea. Okay? I'm speaking from experience. That's not healthy. Yeah, jail and hell. Right, Ebony, jail and hell. Get you some sage, some frankincense, incense. You got to clean yourself after listening to that stuff, right? I don't understand how people followed him and his music because he's a very twisted person. Yeah, off his song if you listen to the lyrics, oh my gosh. Hi, Sonia. Good morning. Blessed Friday to you as well. Even the lyrics, y'all. Okay, and so now, see, they were collecting a lot of evidence on him. Now, I have a whole problem if y'all use that young girl to get intel on David. I'm gonna be honest, I have a whole problem with that because they have wiretaps, all of this. Who were they tapping? I understand phones, but I'm hoping they weren't using this young lady to get information and intel, and she ended up losing her life. Okay, as a plant, I don't know, but I would have a whole problem with them doing that. Okay, if you're gonna follow him and try to get evidence, you don't use a child as a pawn in a game like that. Now, I'm not saying that they did, but there were questions about at what point did they get some of this stuff. Was this while Celeste was alive and around him, or after she went missing? Because for the simple fact that there is video footage of them doing a live together, and she called him out and said raping children, you already know that was screen recorded, y'all, because people are playing it now. It was screen recorded and it was out there, and she covered her mouth like, oh, I cannot believe I just said that. We don't know what he did to her after that video. Was there any abuse? So someone probably felt that something was wrong even after that, and they started looking into her. She said, I was too. Okay, in the 9th grade. I had a crush on an older guy. I know I did, child. Oh, Lord. That's a whole story in itself. I do talk about that in my book, The Common Thread, which can be found on Amazon.com. I went a look. Did I go a little into it? I think I went a little into it, y'all. I don't think y'all can handle death. Connected. Hey, my Adeuce. Shout out to my Adeuce. Thank you so much for the floating heart. I hope all is well, and thank you for sponsoring this live. Let's see. I hope they wasn't doing that. They set her up if that was the case. Yes. Because I will see, though, what evidence they have when they start really laying it out. We'll start seeing what type of evidence they have. The preliminary, baby, they said the prosecutor, the main one, is not playing. Okay? She's ready to get the ball rolling. So May the 1st is this preliminary hearing, which is next week. Okay? That's next week, child. So they must be for sure on some stuff that they already have on him. They said it's so much evidence that they can't, it's hard to upload just everything. I was like, what? The crazy part is the older guy had a crush on me too. Yes, girl, yes, he did too. And then, y'all, what's so funny with, okay, I'll tell a little bit of this. What's so funny is I had moved like 200 miles away, and had moved on with my life. I was older then. I was probably about 21, 22. And I had moved on from him. But when I went back into town to visit my family, I came across him in the store, y'all. Now, at this time, he had a girlfriend too. And I remember, that feeling came back. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my God. So we exchanged phone numbers because we didn't even have each other's phone numbers. Okay, because I had moved on. T. Smith said, because you dropped out of that case because it was weird and will need to catch back up. Yeah, I am going to, T. Smith. I'm just saying, y'all know I'm a certain way. I cover stuff like, I don't know. I want to talk about it. I want to react to it because I feel like with this young lady, what happened to her, baby, this here, it needs to we have to have a conversation about it. I do feel that. I feel led to talk about that. But I'm a try not to be so graphic and things, but just kind of hit some main things. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, catch back up. Thank you, my Adults, for the super chat. I appreciate it. She said, I miss catching your lives. Hope all is well. Yes, all is well, sis, and I hope the same for you too. Thank you so much. Hey, NYC Girly is in the building. We were talking about Ashley Jana. Her body is back in the U.S. Praise the Lord. Okay, for those of you who missed that part, her father made a post yesterday on Facebook that her body is back. Our baby is back in the U.S. That's the post he made. And hopefully, y'all, they'll be able to do an independent autopsy. And then we got on the subject of Celeste Rivas, who was unalived by allegedly David. He is now in jail with no bail, okay, or bond to get out, and it needs to be okay in there. So now the prosecutor, they said they have a whole lot of evidence against him, wiretaps, all of this different stuff, pictures. There was a large amount of child porn in his phone. And so the preliminary hearing for that is on the 1st, May the 1st, which is next week. Actually, y'all, we're about to be in May. Ooh, this month went by fast. Oh my gosh. So next week we'll be in May 1st. So we'll see what's, to come of that. And I guess they'll outline the upcoming dates of when things are about to happen, but they're trying to move quickly with this. Okay. And so we were also saying Armand Wiggins, he is boots on the grounds. He's going to also be there in person and cover the case. And I love his style of covering cases. Somebody was in the chat being messy, talking about, I hope the other content creators don't get jealous and come there. I said, now see, why people got to be messy? Because y'all know after that Diddy trial, baby, the whole thing with the content creators, that was the entertainment after a while. Okay, nobody was really focused on Diddy anymore. It was about what's about to go down with these content creators that were all covering the case. So shout out to that one for the super chat and for being another sponsor. She said, thanks for providing us updates on the David and Ashlee J case. You're welcome, sis. Thank you so much. I wondered if people on his team did anything, or did he act alone, or will they testify against him or be too afraid? You know what? Yeah, NYC Girly, I don't know what's up because she wasn't really updating us. She is a realtor. I found out Ashley Janae's mom, she's a realtor. But I don't think he acted alone. I'm going to be honest, y'all. I do not think he acted alone in this. I think that he had some type of help. And I could be wrong, but I think it's others. When you are operating in things like that, y'all, and he's a celebrity, think about Diddy. Think about the coverage. People, see, he had people taking hits for him. He kept his hands as clean as possible. But if you notice, there are people around him doing the things, okay, going to get this. He had runners and things like that. So even in this, how much was somebody else doing where he didn't have to get his hands dirty? Okay. If you get what I'm saying, because he is pled not guilty. Okay. Now for him to plead not guilty, and they saying they got all this. If they don't get him on Unalive Celeste, child, they definitely gonna get him on this child corn that they found in his phone. Okay, so with him, it's so much. I don't think he was by himself. I'm gonna be honest. That's just my opinion. I think Jenae would be the honey. Fuck. Don't tell me we're gonna have enough. Cause wait a minute, can they be around each other? I don't even know if they could be around each other. It was a whole case. Did y'all hear about that? Oh my gosh, can they be around each other? They may have to keep their distance. Because I believe that one has a restraining order against the other, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that was just some temporary thing, but that's gonna be interesting. What in the world? And how is her mom acting? Because initially she didn't seem too concerned. Wait, Kim and Cheryl, which one you talking about? Ashley's mom or Celeste's mom? I want to make sure I'm talking about the right mama. I believe people seen something that wasn't right, but money talks. That part. That part. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh Lord, how's that gonna work? Because baby, I think Armand got a restraining order. Hey, Hawaiian. Y'all, this is crazy. It's never a dull moment when it comes to media. And the things that are happening daily. Like I can't even keep up. It's so much that's taking place. It's hard for me to even keep up. I've been still trying to get y'all the story about the cops in Chicago. I said, well, today will be the day. I'm gonna try to get that video done because y'all, this is interesting. It's things that interest me, I like to share. And that was interesting how all of that went down. That's like a real life, like you see things like that on the movies, but this was real life. One cop taking out another because he couldn't handle rejection and that she wanted to break up with him. It is caught on video, on body cam footage video. Okay. Oh, Celeste's mom? Oh, I don't know. And you know what? Hey, Sheila. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he can be very interesting, old man. I don't know who you talking about, honey. Who are you talking about? You know, I'm gonna research the mom. I want to look more into that because, like, when this first came out, when she was missing and all of that, I wasn't keeping track like that, but I kind of would sporadically hear things because someone put in the chat on one of those videos that the family was receiving some money. Now, I don't know how true that is. I got to look into that, but I have a whole problem with that. If y'all knew about this relationship and she was underage and there's money being exchanged, that's a whole problem. If that happened with R. Kelly, okay, we have a whole problem with that, then hey, I have a whole problem with this as well. Okay. Speaking of that, y'all, right quick. Oh my gosh. R. Kelly. Now, y'all remember the young lady, speaking of underage, this is so crazy. Oh my God. They gonna R. Kelly that man. Okay. They probably gonna do worse to him because of, this situation, because this young lady, she ended up unalived. Okay. But y'all remember the young girl who was in the R. Kelly video, the infamous video getting peed on. Y'all know which one I'm talking about, right? Okay. She's now, I think, about 39. She is now public, y'all, telling her story. I said, oh my gosh, where did she come from? Where did she come from? Because I don't think I've ever heard from her publicly. This is like her first public statement about the infamous video, what was happening. Now, I just kind of heard a snippet of it the other day because I was doing something else. But child, she definitely laying it on. Okay, where she not trying to take no accountability. Cause see, I still wonder, even with that, where were the parents? Okay, not excusing. Now, don't get it twisted. Not excusing R. Kelly being into these young girls. You wrong too, sir. Okay, and needed to face some consequences. But we also have to look at the whole thing. That some of these parents was taking money knowing that your child is underage, going off on these trips, tours with this whole grown man, no supervision. Okay, what do you think possibly could happen? I question that all the time. Like, don't leave your children in the hands of these grown men. So I want to look more into the whole cause family dynamics, because I know that's something that has been brought up. So I'm curious to know more about the background of how did they hang out with him sometimes? Did the family hang out? Like, how did they even meet? I don't even know how they met. Let's see. Kamashir said, I can believe that they sold that baby off and they need to be held accountable too. Right. And that guy is a cuckoo bird. Who you talking about? Sheila, who you talking about? Now, y'all got to be specific because, child, we talking about various people. Okay, I don't want to get one person mixed up as the cuckoo bird. Okay, which one we talking about? Which cuckoo bird? His video songs. Oh, you must be talking about the David cuckoo bird. Okay. Right. Okay, girl. Now, speaking of underage, Celeste had the word Buttercup. She did. She had on her finger, and then she had his name. And that ring finger was cut off. The one with his name on it, y'all. Oh, it's sick. She wrote a whole book, I think. Oh, really, Brittany? I didn't know that. I already know about the pizza. What that pizza represents. Okay, Sheila, I had caught it when you said the video. Because you know R. Kelly. Y'all already know, child. People ain't let go of R. Kelly music and the videos and things like that. So I ain't think you were talking about that one. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was torn because I was like, thinking about the background of when he wrote the music and what he could have been talking about. That disgusted me. And then it's like the songs pop on. Sometimes you get, like, oh my God, that's my jam. Then you have to be like, oh, shoots. I ain't supposed to be jamming to this. Okay. I was like, man, oh my gosh. It's so sad and unfortunate. Oh, he is definitely not right. Right. You could tell he's very dark. And if y'all watch his facial expressions or lack thereof, that's what's so sick. Like, when I took a criminal investigating class, and one of the instructors, he said that this young lady, Celeste, she was like punctured. Her torso area and her chest area. And I guess the torso area, it may have punctured her liver. Not trying to be graphic. And one of the witnesses or doctors, experts, said that when your liver is punctured like that, it would have been a lot of bleeding. And, the instructor told us, when someone takes a person out with stabbing, that's very up close and personal. It's different than shooting from a distance or, getting a gun out, shoot. They both are wrong, but when you stab, it's a different level. Okay? It's at a different level because you are up close to the person, and that is more of a personal, like you really trying to do damage. Yes, girl, and it was right in our face the whole time. Yes. Oh my God, it was right in front of our faces the whole time. Even the Aaliyah thing, y'all, we forgave a lot with R. Kelly. Okay, he can't even be mad at us. We forgave a lot. Okay, we kind of turned our eyes, okay, with the Aaliyah thing. He married Aaliyah. She was underage. We like, oh shoot. Now R. Kelly. Now you know you wrong for that. But then we still dancing and singing 12 play, bumping and grinding, okay? Then here comes something else. You're like, no, wait a minute. You got young girls at your place, then you know, hey, now we can't be doing all this locking women up and all of this stuff, R. Kelly, you know, peeing on young girls. And even after that video, y'all, didn't people still listen to R. Kelly? Yes. Okay. People still listen to R. Kelly. What's the one dancing? What's the one with the that we listen to for the birthdays and dancing in the name of love? What is it? I done forgot the song. I know it if it come on. Oh, oh. That song. Y'all know y'all be out here still dancing to that song for y'all birthday. Okay. R. Kelly, he got a lot of forgiveness because of his music. See, if you think about it, it was because of his music that we had grown up on. We loved the music. We kept saying R. Kelly is this gifted musician. He knows how to write some songs, child. You know, we kept doing that, but was it right what he was doing? You see what I'm saying? Like, we can't have these double standards because look at David. His music, dark, okay, evil. People still listening to that music, knowing that some of that stuff symbolized and pretty much was telling a story of something he did in real life, allegedly. Let's see. In all his videos, the girl in them look very similar to Select. Yes. Oh my goodness. That is odd too. It's a couple of girls that look like her that were not her. It's weird. Yeah, that's it. Chemistry is still stepping in. Okay. Y'all know we still stepping in the name of love when that song goes. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's the name of it. I knew it was something in the name of love. Child, I forgot the song. I ain't heard it in so long. Stepping in the name of love, child. I can listen to the music and still maintain my judgment of the acts. Right, Stephanie? That was one of the running conversations that was being had surrounding his music. A lot of people talked about that. Is it possible to separate the music from what the person did? I mean, don't like the gospel community, don't we do that with Kirk Franklin? Because Kirk Franklin had been out, he done told his story of how he was addicted to corn and he was writing certain songs for the gospel community. Kirk Franklin has even did controversial raps, okay, where he has said some stuff that was almost borderline blasphemous, okay? But people we quick to, because it's Kirk Franklin. He's like a gatekeeper to the gospel world. So people are quick to overlook a lot of things that have come out with him. No judgment, but I'm saying we overlook. And so people still, all these songs that he's producing, writing, we're still singing those songs. People are able to separate that. But then when it came to R. Kelly, some people are like, I can't, I ain't listening to, I'm throwing away my CDs, my DVDs. I ain't listening to nothing else R. Kelly. It's a lot of people that write music and singing songs and doing some dirt and some stuff in the background. Okay, come on now. It's a lot of them. But baby, we still, it's just double standards, y'all, in some cases. Elaine, hey Elaine, she said, glad Ashlee back home. She was so beautiful with a beautiful career. Yep. Prayers for her family and friends. Right. Stephanie said he wrote a lot of music for other artists. Are people going to stop listening to those too? Clock it. Okay. He did, and still making money. Yes, girl, we've been jamming to a bunch of perps. That's so sad. That is so sad. Right. Brittany said, don't forget about the whole incident Kirk had with his son a few years ago. Girl, I lost friends. Y'all, I'm going to be honest. I lost a couple of people from talking to me after that with the whole, when Kirk got caught cussing his son out and his son had recorded it and that video came out. And, I was having a conversation with some people about that and they didn't agree with my stance because I just felt like, who's going to hold Kirk accountable for something? And I didn't feel that it was right the way, he was cussing his son out and doing. And so because, a lot of people just look up to Kirk, did not agree with my stance. And I'm okay with it. It is what it is. I don't think you professing to be a minister, not that we perfect or anything like that, but some certain words that should not be coming out your mouth. But see, a lot of the people that didn't have nothing to say about that, they doing the same thing. They coming to church, putting up this front, they elders and ministers, and at home cussing their kids out. So, I mean, they not going to find nothing wrong with Kirk because it will be a reflection of what they doing. So I was okay with it. But I did lose some people talking to me. And I'm okay with that. I stand with what I stand. It's no judgment. Everybody got something that they need help on. But we can't cover it and be like, that's like saying, if you know fornication is wrong, oh, girl, go to sleep around. But who would I be if I'm going to tell them that that's right? Okay? Even if I did it, I can't even condone it when I know I was wrong too. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the double standards I'm talking about. We overlook what we want to overlook if it's somebody we like. Okay, come on now. But if it's somebody we don't know or don't like, oh, we can't. Come on now. It's the double standards for me. Because if that was somebody else, see, it would have been a whole fit if the son had been really doing his father wrong. Oh, y'all would have and really, to be honest, I think some of them were going after the son. Even then, they were going after him. Even in the gospel world, you have this kind of stuff happening. They were going after the son. But he was the one cussing us. And I felt bad. To this day, y'all, I do feel bad for his son. I'm going to be honest. I think a lot of the things he's doing now, acting out, and Kirk did a documentary where he even met his real father. It looked like things were going to get better at the end of that, but his son is still hurting. I think he felt like the black sheep of the family. Excuse me. And so, I don't know. My heart goes out to him for some reason. Not to say he shouldn't be held accountable for his actions too, but for some reason, I feel like he's hurting and he feels like the black sheep of that family, that nobody really wants to hang with him. And growing up, we don't know what happened behind closed doors. We see people's public persona, but we don't know why he's crying out for help, or he's trying to also get Kirk's attention. A lot of that stuff that he does, he's trying to get his attention. Let's see here. Elaine said the story that Ashlee hung herself is not going to work because you can't hang yourself in the dark. Right, exactly. Hi, Miss Mabel. Good morning. Exactly. And Cameron Shear brought up a good point earlier. Like, if they get her body back and they do an independent autopsy, then what if they find out that there was foul play? How would that work? Because they can't convict him over here. And right now in that country, I was sharing with them earlier, y'all, they have a whole probe into why over 500 something people were unalived, possibly by their own people, the officials, during the election last year. The number was just released, and that number is possibly higher because they tried to cover it up and put people's bodies in mass graves. This is taking place over there. A whole investigation taking place. Now, do you think with something big going on like that, they're about to really look into Ashlee's situation, especially after the narrative has been put out there that she hung herself? Brittany says, speaking of father, I told y'all on this morning lives, child, we be all over the place. Okay, come in and catch a topic, okay? Because we all over the place. Speaking of father and son, I just saw a notification where Brian McKnight is suing his son, ex-wife. Wait, you say the son, the ex-wife, Tasha K, and one other person. Oh, you know the other person, Ricky Smiley. See, Brian McKnight, he's another one. Baby, I love his music. Every time Back at One comes on, I'm singing along. His other songs, I love his music. But I have come to not like him. Okay? I have come to not like Brian McKnight. He is being petty right now because he doesn't want people expressing their views. If that's their story, you can't stop them from telling their story by suing them. Okay, he needs money because I think he has lost a lot of support. You trying to sue Ricky Smiley because he had on that's what he had on the Sun, and they were sharing their thoughts. It was either the ex-wife. Oh shoot, I don't want to get it wrong. It was one of them. The ex-wife, I think it was the ex-wife, and she was sharing her story. You see, he don't want people putting out how he treated that son that just died of cancer. So now he's trying to shut them up. No, that's the story. We saw publicly how you handle your children. And I am so disappointed and so sad about how all of that went down. You can't get that time back. Your son is gone. If they want to talk about their lives, their testimony, they should be able to do that. So he's being very petty, and he's talking about he took a hit because of the interview done on Ricky Smiley, because of what Tasha K has been saying. So he's saying that he took a hit financially. No, you took a hit when all of that came out about how you were treating your two boys. That's when you took a hit, not because of them coming on and talking about it. He is being really petty right now. And as much as I like his music and will still sing it, okay, when it comes on, I don't like him right now. I don't. I'm just being honest. I don't understand it. Let them people tell their story. If it's not true, why are you so bothered by it? Did anyone know about the Lanaya Clark story? No. I'm going to have to look into that. What happened with Lanaya? Yes, Sheila. Brian, go have a seat. He trying to sue everybody that was talking about how he treated his sons. How you gonna get mad at that now? That's when people started falling off, is because of how he pretty much acted when his son was alive. People started backing away from Brian McKnight. So now I don't know where the case is going, because I know the one with Ricky Smiley, that was I think about a month or so ago. I don't know any updates about it so far, but I said Ricky Smiley. Ricky probably laughing. Good morning, Tabitha. He probably laughing at that. Okay. He didn't say it. Why are you mad at Ricky? He let them come on and do an interview, but he's saying that he lost money because they are defaming his name. He's letting people come on defaming his name, and he's losing money. Elaine, the only thing, is if it's not true, that would be defamation. But this is their story, their lives. How do you prove if someone felt a certain type of way? If your sons felt a certain type of way, they felt a certain type of way. So, deal with it. That's how I feel about that. Just deal with it. Or try to fix it with the one that's still here. It's you can't fix it with the one that passed away. And guess what? Brian McKnight was not the one to announce when his son passed away. It was his brother. He couldn't even give his son an announcement. That's sad to me. That's really sad. He couldn't even give him an announcement. I don't even know if he's done any words publicly. But it was Brian McKnight's brother that informed the public of what happened. And I think I did a short on that when it happened. But it's so unfortunate that his son, even during cancer, did not feel his father's love. I don't even know if he visited him or anything. I don't know. But their relationship was so strained. Yes, it's really sad. Brittany said, hey, Queen Shailene, she said they're going to laugh him out the courtroom. Girl, I was like, you being petty. Like, no. I don't know how far that's going to go. And I'm pretty sure Ricky and Tasha K, well, child, look. Tasha K, girl. I don't know what to say. I like Tasha K, but this whole Cardi situation, child, I just shake my head because it didn't have to go that way. And I think Cardi is not playing with her. Okay. So Tasha K just needs to tread lightly on some stuff and how she covers it, because she got, y'all, this R. Kelly thing. She kind of got up under, the radar on this thing, because R. Kelly, now I don't know, because that still may be on the table, but something was missed. The only reason that she kind of dodged a bullet with the R. Kelly, do y'all know about the R. Kelly lawsuit with Tasha K? Madu said some people shouldn't be fathers, okay? Or mothers. T. Smith said, y'all got to get like me. Any artist I like is not a real person to me. Girl, you silly. Not a real person to me. I don't start following them, so I don't have to worry about being disappointed. Then I find out all the foolishness when they pass. Girl, but sometimes that stuff is like right in front of our faces. Okay, we can't not see it. That was all over the place when that was happening. Hey, like I said, I still listen to his music when it comes on. Oh my God. Let's see. Kim said that made me look at him so different. A lot of people, right? It made a lot of us look at him different. Not to say we're not human, okay? Because every celebrity is human. We just got to know everybody make mistakes. Everybody go through life. We're all human. We can't put them on a pedestal, right? I guess what happens is some things just bring disappointment. Not that we're judging them or that, oh, they can't fall. No, it's not that type of thing. It's like you just wouldn't expect it, if that makes sense. Like certain things, you're like, man, I wouldn't have thought Brian McKnight was like that. That type of thing. Yes, I get what you're saying. I stopped liking him and unfollowed him for that. Your son is sick and you still being ignorant. Okay. R. Kelly being the exception because got so much media attention you couldn't crawl under. Right. It was all over the place. You couldn't help but to see what was happening with R. Kelly. And so with R. Kelly, Tasha K was connected to someone that was in the prison. And y'all, they were sending Tasha K like private things about R. Kelly, phone calls, visitors, and she was kind of reporting out about it. And I guess R. Kelly got wind of it and was suing Tasha K. And so he had a case, but a deadline or something was missed with his lawyers, and Tasha K kind of got off. And I did a live about this when all this happened. Now, and she actually, Tasha K reshared my live, y'all, on her Twitter. I was shocked. I was like, what? Tasha K reshared my live. She retweeted it. I wish you would have shared it on YouTube. Anyway, that's the bigger platform. Anyways, but she dodged a bullet, y'all. It wasn't that she was found like innocent or anything like that. So I think though, the last that I saw, they were supposed to refile some stuff. So I actually want to look into that to see what is the update with that, because she still may have to go to court for that. But yeah, she had some people in there leaking information about R. Kelly. Allegedly. Oh no, I was definitely judging Brian. You said you were definitely judging him, and his concert started getting canceled. Yep. R. Kelly didn't do it. Those parents should have been locked up too. Girl, what you talking about? He didn't do it. Do what? Girl, he did every lick of it. He did it. Okay. I ain't gonna even say he didn't do something. Yeah, the parents, I do hold them accountable too. Yes. Tasha almost really got herself in trouble with that one. Yes, she did. She only dodged a bullet and she was scared. You could tell she was scared. But she only dodged the bullet because something happened where his lawyers missed something. It was like he had a switch. It was something like a switch in lawyers, I think. Oh, y'all, that was a while back. But I did a live, if y'all want to go check it out, about this. But it was like something, the lawyers had switched and they had, in the midst of this switch, missed something. I don't know. I forgot. I don't want to just get it wrong. But it's alive if y'all go back through the archive about the details of that. But I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over. Tasha K hiding those funds. You know what? I said that. That's what I was thinking when she had took a break and was over in Africa. Child, I said Tasha K done took her money, child, and gave it to somebody, some of his family, her husband's family, to hide over in their hut somewhere. Every once in a while, probably send it to a family member. They not gonna send it directly to her. Her husband probably has a family member over here. They probably sending money. Girl, I'm gonna come pick up my money. You know she ain't just flat out just broke. Okay, she gotta still live. So she's still making her money. Step in the name of love, yes, with them parents' permission. Yep. Hey, Erica Kane. Okay, I love that name. All my children. Okay. I can't listen to R. Kelly music anymore because I feel like he's singing to little girls. Got you. Okay. Yeah, and that could happen, after hearing the history of how those songs and what was happening during the time, when those songs were written. Yes, I can see why some people are like, I'm not listening to that. Yeah. Child, this is crazy work. I told y'all, it's so much going on. Oh, you can't be bored. It's so much every day. Like I'm nervous to go turn on the laptop because you don't even know what's about to pop off today. Shailene says she still loves R. Kelly's music. Hey, when certain songs come on, y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I still but you know what? They quit playing a lot of the music though. You have to purposely like pull up the music, like on YouTube and things like that. But a lot of the radio stations, they don't play his music. They quit playing his music a long time ago, but he's still getting paid off of royalties, and he's produced other music as well, him and Diddy. So although some people may not play their music, people are still listening to music they may have produced, for other artists, like someone said earlier. Yep, that's a good point. That's a very good point. How many of y'all are going to see the Michael movie biopic? I'm still debating if I want to see that. It's so many. Y'all, they've done so many Michael movies. I can say his estate, Whitney Houston's estate, and Selena's estate are forever going to continue to make movies. They got to keep that money coming in, child. They will continue to make movie after movie. Poor Selena's family, child. They making movie after movie. Netflix. I mean, they have all kind of Selena. And I love the original Selena movie. My husband will tell you every time that movie comes on, pretty much, I watch it. I love the Selena movie. Oh my goodness. I watch it all the time. But y'all, it's like sometimes, and I've gone to the actual Selena gravesite and museum too. If you haven't, y'all go visit. If you are a Selena fan, I love her museum. You could just feel, oh my gosh, when you walk in there, just her spirit, like you see her clothes that she wore. Then once you've seen the movie, you see the actual clothes, the real thing, the real car is there. It's really nice. It was a really nice experience. Let's see here. I want to see it because his nephew playing him. Yes. Okay, Brittany said she going. My dude's going. Sheila said, right, OB, I'm guilty of that too. His music just makes you want to move. I can't help it. Right. I'm telling you, he knew what to do. I want another Prince movie myself. Now, you know what? Yes, I would love to see another Prince movie. Have we seen one Prince movie? Now, y'all, the other day, y'all know it was just the 10th anniversary of his death. Okay, death anniversary. I just made up that word. His 10th death anniversary, right? Now, Paisley Park did a live. I didn't even watch the full thing, but they were live on that day and they were doing like a candle lighting. So if you go to Paisley Park Facebook channel, you probably can catch the replay. So I need to go and catch up on that because I don't know if people had words or anything like that. His wife Mate, she did a long dedication to him that day. But what Prince movie? Are y'all talking about Prince when he was alive movie? I don't know of a Prince movie after he died. Are y'all talking about like Purple Rain or something like that? Hey, it is what it is. Welcome. That's what you're talking about, Brittany? Tasha K is the most irresponsible girl, not the most irresponsible reporter. She has to tighten up. Yes, girl. She'll be throwing stuff out there as if it's facts. Okay? Like you got to be careful with that. The MJ is not going to speak on the salacious stuff. No, it's not. Baby, Janet said she kindly declined. Baby, she didn't even... I'm like, Janet, you didn't even want to go to the premiere with your mama. Janet said she don't want to be around LaToya. Now, that's me saying that Janet didn't really say that. But I don't think Janet really can't stand being around LaToya. If it was just the boys and her mama, I think Janet would have gone to that premiere. I'm just saying that's just my own opinion. I don't think she can stand LaToya like that. I think she even would stand being around Rebe. Okay. But something with LaToya, I don't think Janet likes her sister like that. She said, I kindly decline being portrayed in this movie. Janet say, I don't want to be in the movie and I ain't coming to the premiere with y'all. She probably gonna get her and her son, baby, her people, and go watch a private screening of this movie. She don't want to be around LaToya. Oh my goodness, but her tea be hot. Right, T. Smith. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen any Prince movies. Yep, Purple Rain, if you want to call that a biography. Brittany, okay. Hey, Purple Rain, I think it was some truth all up in there. Okay, about his real life on some stuff Prince probably had to go through. Baby, it would never be another Prince or another Purple Rain. Everybody can watch that movie and probably mouth the words that they're about to say. Oh, that was a good movie. Oh, Lord, Janet doesn't like her sister. Janet don't want no parts. She said, don't put me in it, and I ain't coming to the premiere with y'all. She say she don't care if her nephew. Janet said, baby, she don't want to be around LaToya. She done declined, and her own nephew is in the movie. Her own nephew in the movie, child. She said, I want to be around that girl. And then Latoya, she trying to throw shade too, because she was like, yeah, and I think it would have been good. I know Janet has kindly declined, but I thought it would have been good if everybody was here. I said, don't get cussed out. Okay, now Janet trying to be kind about it. Now, if you keep pressing the issue, she gonna cuss you out. Don't have her cussing you out. She trying to be nice, minding her own business, and she gonna end up cussing you out. Or Jermaine. She don't like Jermaine. Oh Lord. Let's see. Janet didn't like her nephew playing Michael. She thought they could have found someone else. Is that the issue? I wonder if we would ever get a Janet biopic. Oh, child. You know, Janet is so like private. But how do you be that private and you were Penny? Okay. Like, have y'all thought about that? Like, she's so private, and I love that for her, you know, but she's such an icon. Like, even with Michael Jackson, but I think we saw a lot of Michael. You know, with Janet, you rarely just see her life or hear anything really negative. Now, of course, when she was going through that with El DeBarge and things like that, you would hear about a relationship. But and then when she got a divorce from the other guy, you know, they kind of talked about that. That's probably why Janet not really trying to get into relationships, because it seemed like that's all people want to talk about, you know, her relationship, who she's with. She probably dating somebody behind the scenes and things like that, but she's very private. And about even when they did that documentary, because there was, I forgot which one it was, but remember she was riding around their neighborhood in the car talking. Then they came across the mural that was on a building, and she almost broke down crying. But you know, she'll do things like when she comes out, she comes out. Okay. She knows what she's doing. She's very professional, very talented, gifted. But I don't know. It's like certain parts of her life we don't know. We don't know a lot about Janet. I don't think we ever will on some things. She's very private. Let's see. Jermaine's hair is concerned. How do you be so private and you dated Jermaine Dupri? Right. Okay, my dudes. That's when people were talking too. Yep, they sure did. But she is so private. Didn't Janet get into it with her niece, MJ's daughter, some years ago? Oh, I don't know. I must have missed that. Janet and Rihanna remind me of each other in their ways. Yep. Because Rihanna, she's a big icon and star too, but she keeps her life private as well. They say Janet is dating Louis Farrakhan's son. Oh, really? See, that's what I'm saying. We wouldn't know that though, because she doesn't just pop out with him or anything like that. If that's true, I don't know, but I'm just and now what I also like about Janet too is she'll give people props. Like she gave what's her name? Oh Lord, why I'm drawing a blank. What's Iman Shumpert's wife, the singer? Starts with the T. Tiana Taylor. She gave her props for when Tiana she did like a what do they call it? Where you kind of dress up and create the look of, you know, a celebrity. And she created this look, well, she does that a lot and she rocks it. And Janet reshared it and said, wow, like she did one from when Janet was in a concert. Yes, Tiana Taylor. And she said, oh my God, you really embodied this and did a phenomenal job with this look. Like she knows how to get looks down. Whoever her stylist is, her makeup artist is, she really does a great job with creating these looks of these celebrities in different moments of their lives. So Janet just reshared that, you know, the look that she had. Tiana Taylor is a very great singer and dancer. I can see her doing a lot of different things. when she was dating that guy, I knew that unfortunately was not going to work out. I hate that it was public like that. But something about him, I just didn't feel like he was into her like that. That was just my own vibe that I was getting. And I was like, ugh, I hated that because she had just gotten out of that divorce, was going through all of that with Iman. Oh, yeah. So, but she's very, when you look at her dance style, and now she's going into more acting, she does really good. Like, you can really tell she's going to do some great things. Let's see. I love Janet. She understands being an icon and she is a girl's girl. Yes. Yes, definitely. She knows how to move too. Yeah. Yeah. She's very talented. I see that in her. And I just hope that she keeps focused, if that makes sense, and not to let the other stuff stop her. Because right now I feel like she's at a momentum. Like, keep going. Like, it's like she's shifting. So I'm hoping she stays focused, grounded, and keep on shifting, because she is getting into more arenas and doing more things. You don't necessarily got to have no man right now, child. She's like, focus on you and the doors that are opening, for her, because she's doing a lot of great things. Like, even with Aaliyah at the highlight, of her life, she was doing so many things. And I just hate that it was brought to a tragic end so quickly. Oh my gosh, she was doing so much. I love me some Aaliyah, y'all. I used to wear my hair kind of like hers. I loved Aaliyah. I really did. She's very talented. All right, y'all. Well, we have chatted it up. Let's see. We ain't do too bad. Hour 36. I try to keep them short because, child, sometimes we get on, like last night's live. If y'all didn't watch it, catch that replay. Child, once we get on there and just start talking, it's like we on the phone and it's hard to get off. I was trying to keep that live a little shorter, but it ended up being over 2 hours. I'm very proud of Megan the Stallion too. She's doing some of everything. Yes. Yes, she is. What y'all think about the relationship between her and what's his name? Y'all think that's gonna last? What's his name? The basketball player that she's dating. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't be trying to speak nothing against nobody's relationship. I just be wanting the best. Like, when you see these people that's doing some great things and stuff like that, you just be wanting the best for them. And I don't know if I'm getting a Klay Thompson. I don't know if I'm getting like a he in it for the long haul feeling. You see what I'm saying? I don't know how I'm feeling about that. Okay, Charlene said no. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting that same kind of vibe that I was getting with Tiana Taylor and the other guy. But hopefully it works out. You always want the best. But sometimes people on the outside can look into relationships and get a whole other vibe about it. He named his boat after her. Oh, wow. No, Meg is just a baddie. Yeah, she's doing some good things too. And you know what, y'all? I think recently, I know Cardi B and would hear about her cases and things like that. But a part of me is almost turning into a Cardi B fan. I'm starting to like her a little more. Not that I had anything against her. I just didn't follow her like that or into her music. Like, I don't really know her music like that. I've heard her on songs. But I feel like Cardi is maturing some. And I feel like she is like really trying to be responsible with the blessings that she has. Now, I know, she done got involved with that football player and things like that. But I don't know. I'm seeing her in a new light, if that makes sense. I don't know. I want the best for her. I want the best for her. And she seems like she has a genuine good heart. She is going to be loud and herself. Okay. But I love how at her concert, and they showed a clip of this, how she's a celebrity and an icon to some people, but she also gets starstruck by other celebrities. It's almost like she's still trying to find herself in this big thing of about being a stardom, right? Like I've noticed that, like when she wears certain things, like she looks a little uncomfortable, but yet trying to embrace it. And so she's at a point where she is this big star, but she still has like this opinion about others that are considered now her peer. They would be her peers. But when she meets them, it's like, oh my God. Like she got like that with Missy Elliott, y'all. When Missy came up on the stage, she stopped her show and she was about to break into tears. And she was shocked that Missy Elliott came to see her. You know, like Tyler Perry was there, Usher, she met Usher. She was so excited about meeting him. So I love that for her. Like because thinking about where she came from and where she is now, she probably still is amazed at how her life is. She's a celebrity, she's rich, and now being in rooms and people coming to see you, I think the reality of that is hitting her different. If that makes sense. Like, wow, they're actually coming to see me. Yes, you can see it, Sheila. I thought I was the only one. Yes. Like, I don't know. Something's different. Something's definitely different with her right now. His daddy be hanging out with them. Okay. No, Meg is just a baddie. I read that. Yeah, she has been a little more responsible. Yeah. Brittany said Cardi needs to leave these men alone for a while, but I'm rooting for her. Yes. I agree, sis. Like, we're rooting for you. Leave these men alone. Okay. Get your life, if they let them have some time with their kids. And co-parent, of course. But focus on the shift. Like the same thing, that would be the same advice that I would give her, like Tiana Taylor. Focus on the shift and what doors are opening for you, and keep going. That stuff will come. The men and all of that's going to come. But right now she's in a shift as well. And I can sense the maturity and her growing. Like even when that stuff happened with Offset, she could have came out here clowning Offset, but she did not do that. Okay. She stayed focused. For one, she did one of the most top grossing concert tours. She was working. Okay, she was out here doing her thing, making her coins. She has a whole family that now is like a single mother almost. But she doesn't let that stop her. She doesn't use, I got all these kids, or I got these kids, I can't be doing XYZ. No, she still works and has people there helping her, of course, take care of her children. But she's also very present in her children's lives. Okay? See, it's a difference when you just put your kids off onto someone and you just kind of around, hey, y'all, okay, go with Nanny. No, she is very present in her children's lives. She seemed like she'll pop them with a shoe. She was fussing at somebody on a live. I said, baby, she down to earth too. I love that for us, the moms that can fuss at the kids and be live and people don't think we crazy. She'll chunk a shoe. She said like she'll chunk a shoe at him in a minute. I think in Spanish they call it clonk. They call it clonk or something. My friend used to say it. Oh my God. I said, girl, you crazy. Oh my goodness. Probably more so after she gets that out. After her tour ends, she says she is taking out the implants. Oh, really? I hope so. Because she don't want to be walking around here looking like Lil' Kim. And I love Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim has messed herself up. Lil' Kim was beautiful. When you look at her old album covers, she was beautiful. She didn't need none of that stuff. And I'm hoping that she too will look at herself, okay, and really say, do I need this? Like, oh my gosh, she looks like a totally different person. She had to pay that palimony. Right, okay. He need his coins. I'm just like, this is crazy. She did not need that. She really didn't. But now, child, she don't even look the same. Well, y'all, I am going to get off from here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, because, baby, we can go on and on. Look, Kim face can't be fixed. Right. I don't know about the face part, but she can get those implants out probably. I hope everyone has a fantastic Friday. Make sure y'all tap that like button. It is for free. Also, special thanks and shout out to all of the sponsors for this live. I appreciate your support. Hey, Tab. She said even the judge called that tape a rotten tomato because people put that tape together. Which tape? What tape are you talking about? Yes, you too, my dudes. Thank you for hanging out with us today. I appreciate it. I have missed you. Yeah, y'all, it's going to be quite interesting. But I will definitely keep y'all updated on some things I'm going to go look into, because I want to see where that case stands with Tasha K and R. Kelly. Y'all got me thinking about that. And then we'll see if, right, I feel bad for Lil' Kim. Yeah, she looks totally different. We'll see if the father or the mother, because the mother haven't been updating us, but Ashlee's father, if he provides any more updates pertaining to if they're going to do an autopsy. See, right now, everything's fresh because they're just getting her back. So you can only imagine, just dealing with that part of it. But if they have any more updates, hey, Erica, also, y'all, if you are following with the Tyrone Davis case, make sure y'all watch last night's live, because y'all, we went through some information and some inconsistencies, some more things that are coming out, that there may be more players, okay, that could have possibly been there with them. Okay, so make sure y'all check that out and put your thoughts about that in the comment section. And then I did a little short video about Ashlee and some of the things that are taking place now in Tanzania. And then with David, we're going to continue to follow that case as well. I'm waiting on to talk about the update with Holly. I'm waiting to see what is coming next. As of yesterday's update, the state has filed a stay where they're trying to put a pause on Holly getting out of jail, because she thought she was already, was sealed. It's almost like they diddied her. Y'all know how Diddy had parties lined up. Okay, speaking engagements lined up. His family probably had dinner reservations. He thought he was getting out of jail, right? And they told Diddy, no, you're still staying here. They had to cancel everything. So I think they done diddied Holly, okay, and telling her, she thought she was getting out. Well, hey, we put a pause, baby. They put that draw 4 down on the table, okay? That big 6, okay, y'all know in dominoes, you slam it down. So I'm waiting to see what the next update is, and then we'll just kind of talk about it, because I want to show too if she is still pregnant, okay, or if that's what one of the things is, a situation that they're trying to use to get her out, or get her out of jail. I want to show y'all a comparison with the Ashley Grayson case, okay, because she too tried that. Now, it worked. It did work for her for a little bit. Okay. She had 2 children pre-trial. 2. Did not get locked up. They kept putting her sentencing off while she had her babies. But what ended up happening after she had the second child, baby, and they kept pushing her days. I had never seen courts push dates out as much as they kept pushing hers. She was on an ankle monitor at home. Okay. Now, this went on for years, y'all. But she finally had gotten sentenced and is now locked up to 10 years. Okay. So they may give you some leeway, even if they allow her to come home on an ankle monitoring type of situation, that does not mean you don't go to trial or you cannot be found guilty and still go to jail. So don't get it twisted. Okay, because Ashley Grayson, if y'all didn't know about that, look into it. She was having babies because that's what people were saying. Like, she keep having these babies knowing that she got to go to jail. But it was keeping her out. For she had some good lawyers. Whoever Ashley Grayson lawyers were, baby, if anything goes down, I need to make sure I get those lawyers. Okay. She had some really great lawyers. Let's see here. She said, I miss you as well. I'm at the hospital, hence the lax in communication. Oh, no. Well, I'm praying for you, sis. Pray for a speedy recovery and that all goes well. Hey, April, welcome. She don't need to get out ever. Yeah, they did eat her. They better not let that girl. Y'all know Diddy was hot. He was ready to get out that day. She will get home confinement. Yeah, if she does, she's going to probably get ankle monitoring bracelet on that she has to keep on. And y'all, I did a video showing y'all that happens there at that jail. Okay, there was another girl, and remember, she was in jail for, I forgot what it was for, but she was showing the whole process. It was on one of those little shows that come on Lifetime, and she was in Cooks County, and they were going through what the ankle monitoring process was and things like that. So they do let people out there on that, so I don't know if when it's Erder, how she did, if they'll let them out, because she has multiple counts. So that's the part that may go against her. Yes, I feel that she is a threat. My thing, the reason I say that is when she goes to red, okay, if she saw red and that was your thing that you wanted to just quickly unalive and you didn't have any awareness that your own child was in a vehicle, that there were children walking to school, because we did see some of those kids in videos after all this went down, standing around. So kids were on their way to school. It was also near school, and you had no regard for that. You're a danger. Okay? Especially with your own child there. You are a danger. So that's my opinion of that, as to why I would not. Okay, we also got to consider that he has allegedly another child out here and another baby mama. What are you going to do? Is her life, is she safe? Okay, so those are things to think about. That's all I'm saying. It's things to think about. Diddy was doing the stanky leg dance. He knew he was coming out. Child, they had the dinner reservation, everything. Baby, they told him you gotta stay. Baby, I know he was hot. Okay. He had probably parties lined up, everything, all the little white parties. Oh my gosh, who you talking about? Folly, no matter what, she's going to be convicted. Right. Okay, girl, she didn't care. When she did not want that woman around her man, okay, and saw the perfect opportunity, and it was what it was. No regard for her baby, other children around in the area, regardless of whether you were at the school parking lot or not. You're near a school zone, and kids were going to school. Okay, so that in itself, if this was any other situation, okay, if you had someone entering a school with a weapon and firing it, what you think gonna happen to that person? So if you near school and near kids and you just randomly firing shots and one bullet we're still looking for, how does that look? That's all we're saying. I think the two appellate judges are familiar with Ari. She called in a Sora favorite girl. Okay, and then made sure that one judge that has the same last name, baby, they thought people were going to be out here connecting dots. They put the little note on there saying, and they are not related. See, now by you saying that, now you're making me wonder. I wouldn't have said nothing. You think every person that I have the same last name with, I'm about to put notes that we're not related? Okay, I mean, that makes it look a certain type of way. But y'all, I had already told everyone about that lawyer. Okay, I wasn't like for her on her side, but the lawyer does her job. That's what she gets paid to do. And she already has given us, one day we went through and looked at some of her testimonies on her page. And I said, this lawyer is the type that will find a loophole. She will get people out. It looks like she knows how to get them out. It doesn't mean that they're innocent, but that's not her job. And so if she does, I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. That's what I'm saying. I just wouldn't be surprised looking at her history of some of the people that she's dealt with and what she did for them. Okay, that's her job as a defense attorney. So you really can't, I mean, if we were in that case, we would want somebody to know how to win and get us, you know what I'm saying? So it's expected. That's all I'm saying. Doesn't make her innocent or anything like that, but she looks for loopholes. That's why I was saying in the beginning of this thing, I said, I hope the state dots every I, crosses every T, does not miss a dead line fooling with this lawyer. She looks for that stuff. Okay? I did a whole video. We talked about that. Let's see. Ari ain't all that good. She's a liar. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what the lawyers do, sis. They try to find, I'm telling you, it's not that they're really that good, but if they can find a way to get around the system. Like, that's what she does. Like, if you go through her Facebook page and look at some of the situations or the people she's dealt with, it wasn't that the people were innocent or that, she just argued this or did this. No, it was like little loopholes or something that the police department didn't do, or, it's like stuff like that. That's what I'm saying when I say that. She almost got disbarred. She just stumbled across this thing, in my opinion. Okay, trying to get herself a good name again. The issue is that the state needs to start using internet info as well. But I thought that someone said they'd be kind of tuning in. I don't know. Yep, that's going to be quite interesting to see how this goes. So I'll also keep my eyes on that as well. Y'all, just because I don't talk about certain things like every day, I'm still kind of in the know and updating. Okay, so that I'm just waiting on to get a final, like, if they gonna approve it or not, so I want to get that word, because sometimes we speak prematurely or whatever. So I just waiting on what is the final decision, because they're in the midst of this going back and forth. I did share Keys. He had shared the paperwork where it showed what they stated. So if you haven't seen that, it's on my community wall. Shout out to him. So read it for yourself as well, so you can see what is being stated. Y'all, this is the most that I've ever had access to get paperwork, to read through this kind of things. Like, now that we've been talking about these different cases, so I'm learning more and more. So yeah, look through the paperwork and see for yourself what are some things that they were stating as to why they feel that she should not be released. How we don't know if Folly prefers or not. Folly's prefers or not. What do you mean, Madus, on that one? How we don't know if Folly's... Oh, if she prefers to get out or not? And some people were saying she might be safer in there, like, unless you're just gonna stay at the house. Because some people be looking for street justice too. Not saying you want anything to happen to her, but everybody not wrapped too tight. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes it's for your own safety. Okay, some people go to jail for that because they like, I feel safer here than out on these streets. So I don't know what would be a good choice or decision for her. She want to think that thing through for sure. Oh, right. That's what I'm saying. Because 1 minute people were saying she had, y'all know the baby was no longer there. I don't know what to believe with that. I mean, Oh, if she lied about it, that's gonna be big. So I don't know. I don't know. That's a whole other issue right there. If she's not, then that can, because I mean that's something that can be proven if you are or not. So if she's not and they're saying that she is, that's a huge lie. Everybody pregnant when they get in trouble, right? Sienna, how are you? Hey, Nana Forever, welcome. Oh my gosh, y'all. That is so funny. Tell me, I'm pregnant. You in trouble? Oh, I'm pregnant. I can't do. Okay, that's a good point. Everybody pregnant when they get in trouble, child. Hopefully they'll have some leniency. Oh my goodness. Last question. Was she on the video call? Oh, you know what? I think that they do have video calls. And that's what I was surprised by too, because I said, wait a second, they have phones and things like that. I think she was. I think they do video calls. Yeah, I thought she got rid of the baby. Me too. I thought so too. But I mean, what proof is there? Because I mean, that would be HIPAA. Because I mean, how would we know that if she doesn't come out and say it with her own mouth? How would people verify that? Because that would be a HIPAA violation. Either way, she's still going to be locked up for life, and she get out. At least she'll be able to go wash her butt. 105K, you silly. Yeah, that's the first thing people do. Eat a good meal, go take a good shower. Yep. This gonna be interesting because this thing may hit the Supreme Court, y'all. But you know what? Much respect. This is why I do have to say, looking in hindsight to these other cases we've been talking about, I can say that the state there, the prosecutors, are not dropping the ball on this. That they are giving it a good fight. I have respect for that. Okay? I can say they're not giving up easy with this. Now, I don't know what the motivation is for, but baby, they going hard. I'm going to look at it as favor. Okay, for that family and justice for Romika. I was all smiles when I heard that they did not give up, that they're still trying to give it a fight. I said, wow, justice for Romika. Like in my own little private time, it made me smile. Like I hope that they fight hard and not drop the ball on this and just really stay with it. And so that showed yesterday, because some of these other, I'm going to be honest, in some of these other cases, like GPD in Florida, I feel that they dropped the ball with Tyrone Davis's case, that they really didn't look into things. They were mainly following up on narratives and things that were given to them. In Ashlee's case, we don't even know what all these people did. Okay, we don't even know if justice will be served for her. But I can say in Romika's case, they are following through and they are fighting on her behalf. So I give kudos to those prosecutors there in the state, that they're not giving up on this and they're sticking, with it. I much respect about that. Let's see. And I heard she was on a video call on TikTok with Carlos collecting money. See, I don't know. Wow, I don't know about that. But isn't she supposed to not communicate with those? Isn't that witness tampering? That's what I would think. See, that's the part I have a whole problem with. Even when, if you're going to say you're going to release her, who's to say, unless you put a little clause in there, that she's not supposed to be around witness one? That's her child's father. To me, that's a conflict of interest. Okay, so how do you control that? How do you stop him from coming over there? How do you stop her from going to see him and things like that? Talking on the phone. To me, that is, if he's a witness, then in that case, don't put him as a witness. Okay, don't put him as a witness. Because that does look like you are able to coax or give some info or go with, like, if he's a witness, how does that work? I don't even know how that's supposed to work. Honey 5K said, I honestly do not trust her getting out. I feel like she's the type that will do something to a witness, also run away. That's our character in my head. Yeah, I mean, hey, what clauses are they going to have in there about her travel? She might not want to go back once she gets. She might not want to go back. You're right. Hi, Gossip and Giggles. Welcome. Good morning. Did you hear the most recent info on Kendrick Johnson's case? Well, they have a whole lot of info on that case. That's another thing too, y'all. Oh my gosh. I feel like I've been getting behind. So that's what I really want to talk about that tomorrow and dedicate some time to that, because it's been so many updates, y'all. They are finding out that judges, okay, were a part of this huge cover up. This stuff is happening recently, y'all. The family is filing lawsuits. His mother goes live too, giving updates, new videos that are being sent to the family. See, as time goes by, people start getting comfortable. Okay, people think you've forgotten. This family continues to fight over 16 years later for justice for Kendrick. They have not given up. Okay, now the state is saying, see, you have a conflict there, because you have the prosecutors are saying one thing, but then when they call the chief of police, the police department, they're saying something else. One is saying the case is still open and they're offering a $500,000 reward. Another one is saying the case is closed. So which one is it? Y'all need to get on one accord, because they're giving conflicting information. Okay, so it looks as though the case may still be open and they're offering $500,000. So these little videos are starting to come out, and they're learning new information. So that's another update that is taking place. She did not follow orders. She has no respect. She spent on a prison. I heard about that. I don't know, anything like any details, but I heard. Now that was on one of those AI channels, so I don't know how true that is, but I did hear that. Let's see. Sienna said, oh, it's easy. They'll tell her not to be in contact as a backup plan. So when she violates, the state got her regardless. Oh, okay. That's a possibility. It's the game the state plays. I'm so thankful so much is surfacing on this case. Keep doing your thing, God. Yes, exactly. God is moving. He is. And like I said, look at how he got Ashley's body back. Romika's case is continuing to move. And it's like this past little week, been a little roller coaster. Like, what's going on? And then it came back. Okay. So now we got to see what's next with this. Okay. How does this go? So then at that point, that's when I'll do like a live, kind of with a big update on how all of that went. That's crazy work. So likely, that's crazy work. So R. Kelly paid them and we are paying for their lifestyles also. Yes. Like R. Kelly was giving money. See, they failed to mention all of that part. Okay. He was giving money to these parents too. But they don't mention the money that they took during those times. That's the part right there. Let's see. Did the Kendrick family ever get some type of civil settlement? No. I don't think so, but they want criminal justice anyway. No, they haven't. And they just recently filed a $10 billion lawsuit. See, lawyers, it's no way these people, this is how you know it's a possible cover up. It's no way you can look at Kendrick's body and all those pictures and say that only happened from him supposedly going into a mat to get some shoes. How do you explain the other stuff? How did they not turn that into a criminal investigation to find out who did that to him? By looking at his face, you would not even recognize him. So the least somebody did was beat him up. And then you have video footage being edited. Okay, hours being taken out of video. No one saw anything. Come on now. That's how you know. And what judge? Y'all seeing this? What judge says, oh, no, we're going to pass on this. It was accidental. No. These people are being bought and paid off. It's so sad. It is so sad. And his mom will randomly post, they murdered my son. She has to live with this. And she's still fighting over 16 years later. And like I said, every day, if you follow, every day is something new that they're talking about with this case. It's not over. The case is not over, especially from their perspective. Okay? See, some people may have moved on, but there's still a fight. And I'm glad that I noticed that because they don't cover this in mainstream media. I'm glad that I found out that this is still going on. And see, now they are showing that some like big media outlets, although it's not on TV, a lot of the articles are being shared about those judges that recently were getting exposed for covering up, helping to cover up. So now bigger media outlets are sharing that. So now it's getting back into the algorithm. That's what they need. They need for the word to keep being spread. So that's why I said I want to make sure I do a live on that tomorrow so we can look at some of the newer updates because they're still fighting for justice. Let's see, Master P opened my eyes with the R. Kelly thing. He said, ain't no way he got all our daughters and we the parents don't pull up 2 firearms apiece. Okay. Exactly. Yep, that's true. But you know what? The thing of it is, R. Kelly could have had the doors unlocked and told them they could leave at any time. See, those girls, though, even after the fact, there were a couple of them, they were so like into him and brainwashed. They didn't even want to leave with an open door. Their parents trying to get them free. They couldn't. Okay, y'all saw the interview, the two there, he breaking down crying. Okay, Gail did her thing with that because she did not flinch. Baby, he did all that getting up, trying to play it out, be emotional. Sit down, okay? He had those girls trained. Like, they didn't even when he was in jail, one of them still trying to be with him, okay? He had them so brainwashed till they didn't even want to be free. Even after the fact. I missed what you said. The nurse was there. Did you hear that the mom was sent a picture of him deceased on the floor? Wait, what? Oh, wait. Okay, you're asking me. Did you hear that the mom was sent a picture? Yes. Yes, my dudes. I did hear that. She was sent some pictures, some videos recently. Yes, girl. The way she said Robert. Baby, Gail did her big one on that interview. She didn't flinch. She was calling him Robert. She did not flinch. They weren't brainwashed, OB. They called themselves in love. And one turned on him because she heard he loved Joycelyn more. Yes, but I think it was still some grooming that took place over the course of the years. They were really, really in love with him, but you gotta know, girl, he was playing with their minds, okay, on some stuff. They probably were not going to speak on certain things. And yes, that one girl, she did, because Joycelyn's the main one that's still trying to be with him. But those girls' lives are not the same. They're not the same. They were made to do some nasty things according to, their testimonies and things. It's just, ugh. It's so horrific on some of this stuff, y'all. It's so crazy. Did you hear K. Michelle even recently said she was in love with him? I didn't hear that. I wouldn't put it past her. I think at some point everybody had a little crush on R. Kelly. I know I went to a concert in Houston one time. And child, ooh, R. Kelly puts on a good show. I'm gonna be honest, his concert was the bomb. But on this the flyer, child, he had a picture of him. See, that's how them girls get all, into him. Now I was too young probably to be going to the concert. But he had a picture of him. You know how like you have the dressing room. So he was like standing on the little dressing room table in just underwear, black underwear with his shirt off and everything. And you could see the the imprint. So and see, imagine you in high school going to this concert. I went, and then on one, I went to a Montel Jordan concert. Me and my cousin, we in high school, and you could take pictures with Montel Jordan. And so when I get up there to take a picture with Montel Jordan, he hugging me and pressing his body part into me. Yes. Okay. That's how y'all getting these young girls. And then y'all had the picture. I'm just a cheesing child. I put the picture in one of my yearbooks. Me and this girl had the same, I think we had the same first and last names. Child, why she got the wrong doggone yearbook? For years, she had my yearbook, and I was going to meet her one day to get it. But then I lost contact with the child. My Montel Jordan picture gone. Oh my God. I said, no one's going to believe me. Oh my God, it's gone, y'all. I can't get it back. Let's see. Okay, she said, I can't relate. I'm just talking about Joycelyn, the other one. Right. Alatab said, just like with the Dro case, reading the paperwork and going back over it, you catch the lies. It's the same with R. Kelly's case. Yes, right. Yes, he does put on an awesome show. Hey, Erica. Sienna said, yes. She said she loved him and he was using her for motivation. She said she loved him, but he never loved her back and was upfront about it. I was like, girl, you could have left that part out. Yeah. It's like their minds. Oh my gosh. And these people, a lot of those girls, they came from 2-parent households and things like that. But when you want to be a star and all of that, like that stuff clouds your thinking. It really does. Because you just see I want to do this. I want to be a star. And like R. Kelly, everyone wants to be R. Kelly. He wants me. Oh my gosh. I can give him sex and have sex with him. And he probably has good, okay. He probably knows what he's doing. When you come up with a song, 12 play. I know we got grown-ups in here. When you coming up with a song, 12 play, okay, he probably can do some things. And looking at that imprint when I was a young girl. Okay, my dudes. So imagine being young, being turned out like that. If he gonna turn grown women out, these young girls, they come on now. Okay, so that's how they got to the point they didn't want to leave. And he had money. Okay, nice place, cars. They could go out to eat, live this life with him, and all. Y'all know we grown. Okay, so that's how. Everybody wanted to be, or most people wanted to be R. Kelly, even based off of his music and, his nastiness. Look at with Aaliyah. Okay, she was young. She knew better. She out on the concert thing. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. That's my girl. Concert van and bus. Okay, you got access to R. Kelly? Okay, y'all know. So that's how it happened. It's sad though. Yeah. Okay, so this is my third time getting off. If Shelly was on here, she'd be laughing at me. She'd say, girl, you be saying, all right, let me get out. Then you keep on talking. I'm waiting on Tierra Marie to spill that Jay-Z tea. Now that's one. Oh, don't even get me started. He has done so much, y'all, that he probably feels that he has gotten away with for so long. Like Diddy. Diddy had been getting away with so much, but that one there, he has done so much. He tries to play like this quiet, nah, you're not fooling me. You're not fooling me. When he comes out, when they get enough on him, shoot, baby, he gonna be in jail for a long time. He has done some dirt. He has been with young girls too. Foxy Brown, it's some more. And then look at the whole situation with the girl who lost her life. Okay, and they said that around the time that she was supposed to expose him, and she was pregnant, and y'all know it's this whole thing going around that the baby, and Beyonce even has a dark song about that. I don't know if y'all have heard it, about that's when they took the baby and gave the baby to Beyonce, Blue Ivy. Now, I'm not saying that's true or anything like that, but y'all know that time when she was doing that interview with Wendy Williams, and when she sat down, that stomach folded, and baby, people could not stop talking about that. Was she really pregnant and things? Y'all, that story there, nobody really looked into what really happened with that lady. She was supposed to go and expose Jay-Z. Okay, and she lost her life. And Beyonce did a whole song. It was very dark, where she talks about being worse than her father. Have y'all heard that little clip? See, people don't talk about that stuff. How Beyonce has some of these dark lyrics in some of her music. See, I like old Beyonce music. Oh, like Dangerously in Love. That's probably dark too, but I like, that album. When she started doing all this other stuff, I don't know, it was a change in her that I just couldn't. I didn't like the new change in her music, and it just became, I don't know, but something definitely. And after Aaliyah lost her life, notice Beyonce shot up. Her independent career shot up. And that's where Aaliyah was about to go. Then we saw Beyonce move into position. Yes. I know it sounds sad, but I really think Kanye's insane ass would have been the one to bust it out, but they got him under control. Yes. See, Kanye, they can't control him. So what they do is make him look crazy to everybody so people won't listen to him. Everything that Kanye is saying is not a lie. Okay? But everybody has been programmed to think Kanye is crazy. They can't control him, so they just abandon him and they make him look crazy to the world. But when you are an independent thinker, some of the stuff that Kanye has been saying is not a lie. I am not going to say everything he's saying, he crazy, it's a lie. No, they want us to think that. He has been around these people. He's seen some stuff. T. Smith said, now we all know R. Kelly ain't that bright. He is a street guy, and he knows that music industry inside and out. But as far as anything else, he can't read, and I'm not sure why. Does he have dyslexia? I don't know, but they said his teacher said he was very musical. He was really good in music. I don't know what happened with R. Kelly. He had not excuse anything that he's done, but his childhood, he was abused by even allegedly, his sister, and his mom would be at work and things like that. And so it changed him. He started liking it. His brother has stated, now I don't know how true this is, this alleged, that his brother was grossed out by it, but eventually R. Kelly started liking it, and he turned sexual early on. Okay, then, leaving school, and it did something to him. But they said naturally R. Kelly growing up was shy. He was quiet. That changed him. And he turned into that. You see what I'm saying? Whereas it works different with different people. And that's so sad. That's the sad part. That if he was into music in school and quiet and nice, how did he get to this point? That is a changing part in his life. The trauma, it turned him into that which it should not have. And so then he started seeking out younger people. It changed him. Diddy said if he needs something done, he calls Jay. Oh, see? Okay. Y'all see how quick when Jaguar child, y'all got me about to turn my AC, baby. We done sat out here so long, the sun coming up. I was sitting here cool at first, child. Look, let me turn my AC. Whew, it got a little warm. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. R. Kelly stays so insulated, and we don't know if he is mentally challenged or anything like that. And some people are borderline, meaning they are mentally challenged but functional. Yeah, like some can be on like the spectrum. I don't think he's on the spectrum. But some can be on the autistic spectrum and be highly functional to the fact that you can't tell that they're autistic. Some are on the lower end where they're not as functional. You know, you can tell that they're kind of autistic. But being able to read or not read is not necessarily on that spectrum. I just think sometimes if some people may need like sped services, or some people may have dyslexia. So it just depends on. Now, it could be he could be a highly, now this is one thing that make me say he could possibly be highly functional, is his musical abilities. What you will find in some autistic students, a lot of them, you will find they're very musical, that they have a lot of giftings and talents, y'all, that you would be amazed. They are very artistic. They're very creative. Okay, so if anything, that could be a sign or a symptom there as well. But it doesn't always mean that every autistic person cannot read. If that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? It could be other reasons, the reading part of it, but knowing how gifted he is and things like that, that could sometimes be. And their memory, they could pretty much recite things from memory. Y'all know, like on Drumline, how Nick Cannon's character, he could not read music. He didn't learn how to play by reading music. He went by listening and learning the beat. See, my husband's like that. He can listen to music, and he knows that's how he learned growing up. He didn't learn by going to music class, learning the different music signs and things like that. He learned growing up, and that's how my son is actually learning it too, by listening to sounds. They pick up beats. Like my husband can listen to a song and he immediately knows how to play it. I'm like, wow, I'm amazed at it. Like, I wish I knew how to do stuff like that. But my son does the same thing. He'll sit there and listen to different theme songs. Next thing you know, he'll say, Mommy, come listen to this. He knows how to get buckets and tap to the theme song. Or he'll get an app and play the theme song. I'm like, oh my God, like he taught himself that. So some autistic students, though, will be able to listen to songs and can recite things, or cartoons. They can recite and you would think it's a whole, they know every character's lines, okay, from memory. It amazes me. You'll think they talking to you. No, they reciting a whole cartoon. You like, who is that? Baby, they memorize the whole ending to things. Their minds are so gifted. It amazes me. So people cannot say if a person is autistic, not artistic, but autistic, do not think that those kids are dumb. It is how they learn is the thing that people have to work with. How is their processing skills, okay, of how things are processed in their mind. So you as a teacher, if you're a teacher, you have to figure out, how does this student learn when they're on this particular spectrum, this end of it? Because some you got to work with in a different way than others, okay? So that is something that is a misconception, that because someone's autistic, they're dumb or they can't do this. Or no, you will be so surprised, amazed at the things that they are able to do. Those are the kids that can sometimes be on a double spectrum of being gifted and talented and autistic. Did y'all know that there are overlapping levels of that, where you could possibly have a sped student that is also gifted and talented in other areas? Like, that happens. It really does. It's very interesting. Beyonce does the 3, 6, and 1 eye symbols all the time. She crossed over. I don't mess with her. Oh, girl, she's totally different now. I don't know, Obi. I wholeheartedly believe Aaliyah maybe we would have gave us one more album, then gone Hollywood. She would have abandoned us like Rihanna. You know what? I think she was going more into the acting. Yes, I do think that. Shamari from Black, and when they recorded 808, R. Kelly flew them out, and Left Eye said, hell no, and flew out with them and stayed the whole time in Chicago. She probably knew. Yeah, he is a musical savvy. Yeah, R. Kelly can't read music either. Yeah. But look at how many songs and things he's produced. Like, that amazes me when you can learn by ear like that, or you're creative to the point you can sit at a piano. Like, even with Kirk Franklin, he could just sit and randomly. I was watching him on Wild and Out the other day, and I'm like, man, this man. Now, hey, he got his stuff, his faults and things he's done, but the man is gifted. He could sit there and create a Grammy-winning song probably from Wild and Out, from having fun just playing on their piano. Okay, so some people just have it like that. They've been gifted like that. But R. Kelly, he does have a gift. He does. We can't take that from him. You better speak on it. The gag is a lot of people don't know they're even on the spectrum to begin with. Right. Like, who was that just came out? What's her name? The singer. It was a singer. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It was two people that just came out that they're on the spectrum. One was on Shannon Sharp's interview. Oh, the girl. Oh my gosh. The one that everybody really just, because her mouth, she was on the reel for a little bit, and child, they couldn't even keep on there. The black girl. Oh yeah, I can't think of nobody's names no more. But she came out on Shannon Sharp when she did an interview, and she said, not Coco Jones, but she has IG, very controversial. The things she talks about, and a lot of people just don't like her because the way she comes across. But when she revealed she was autistic, I see why. She's socially awkward, and she was on the show. Oh my gosh. What is the girl name? With Issa Rae. Okay, y'all probably Amanda Seals. Thank you, Sienna. Yes. Now, when she came out, she just talked about how she was autistic. She just learned that she was autistic on the spectrum. And it didn't surprise me when she said that, for the simple fact, when some of the students are autistic, and if you're an adult, some of them can be very socially awkward. And they can come across where people really just don't like them because some of them ask a lot of questions, because she could be doubly gifted. She could be autistic and gifted and talented, and especially the gifted and talented crew can really get on your nerves because they think they know it all. You think they know it all, but they really just serious, and they ask a lot of questions. They are double gifted. So I've had students like that, and I'll be like, oh Lord, because they can sometimes have this quick wit. They are trying. You think they're trying to be funny? They're not. That's just their natural personality. They think they will correct you, okay? And so she came out, and it was also a singer. What's the singer's name that was trying to sing at Trump's event, and baby, everybody blacklisted her? She recently came out too and said that she found out she was on the spectrum. What was her name? I know y'all know it. I can see that she sometimes can't read the room at all. Exactly. Right, my deuce. It did not surprise me. But this girl can sing. But when she took on that Trump invitation, y'all know who I'm talking about, to sing, baby. People, yeah, Chrisette Michelle. Thank you, my deuce. Y'all helping me out. Baby, she came out, was it last year? And she said she just found out she was on the spectrum. So it's a lot of adults walking around, y'all, that are on the autistic spectrum, and they don't know it. It's a lot of adults. But sometimes I can see things from being in education, and I can kind of wonder, but I'm not going to go around and say it to them. Like, have you ever been tested? Like, you don't want to just say that to a person. Yes, Chrisette Michelle. She recently came out That was last year, I think towards the end of last year, and came out and said that about her. And she's very gifted musical. I think she can really sing, but that really hurt her career because of her doing that. It really hurt her career. I hate that. Yes, I love her too. Amanda self-diagnosed. They give her hell that she didn't go to, but I believe it for her though. I truly, when she said it, it did. I said the first thing that came out of my mouth, I was like, I can see that. And I said, oh, that's why. I definitely can see it. Definitely can see it, y'all. Okay, with her. For sure. Now, Chrisette, I'm saying it, Chrisette, the musical side of her, but I would have to get to see her personality more. I really haven't seen her do interviews a lot or anything like that. So I really couldn't say, but she said she was. I need to know how the hell Trump knew. Yes, girl. How did he even know? And y'all, now you know what? Now Snoop Dogg and Nelly, okay, they did too. They went to an event too. But see, the thing of it is, see, people not gonna blacklist Snoop. See, Snoop gets away. Snoop gets away with a lot. But Snoop has maneuvered himself into a lot of different arenas, y'all. Snoop, I can say he's one of those rappers that has worked himself and Ice Cube out of just the rap world and really maneuvering into different arenas. This man was at the Olympics, okay? He still has his show with Martha Stewart, okay? I just saw him on an episode of Bel Air. I said, is that Snoop? Like, he is doing so much. So people not going to blacklist him, okay? They're not going to blacklist Snoop. Snoop has this, I don't know, it's something about him. Although he went and hey, Snoop was like, he don't care. And had his own cereal, all kind of stuff. He is doing some different things where he's just not one thing. Okay, Ice Cube produces. Okay, he raps, he acts, he worked his way out. Him and Ice Cube have really done the thing. And I must give also a shout out to Tupac, because he was doing that too. I just looked at one of his movies the other day and I said, man, Tupac, see, people underestimated him too. Tupac was doing some great things, y'all, in his short amount of time here. He was a phenomenal rapper. I put him at the top. Okay, him and Biggie, two gone. All this other bubblegum rap, no. They can keep it. I can't even understand what you're saying. Okay, but theirs had purpose. It had messages to it. Groove, like I could get with it. I'm not a big rap person anyways, but with theirs, I love their rap. And it's gone now. So when Tupac, he was working his way into doing different things, into movies, in such a short amount of time. He was already doing that thing. So we got to even give him a shout out for even expanding, his reach and being in these different arenas, even in his short amount of time. He did concerts. Okay, he was trying to do a variety of things. And some people just really discounted, I feel. I mean, he was in a movie with Janet Jackson. Come on now. Discounted the things he said. He was very intelligent. When you go back and listen to some of his interviews, he was intelligent. He wasn't just some type of thug out here. That man was intelligent. He spoke with some sense. And some of the stuff that he said, okay, we are now seeing it in real time now. The things that he was talking about. We saw some of the stuff, even with Diddy, okay, coming out. He was talking about this stuff back then. We got money for wars, but we can't feed the poor. We living in that right now. If you think about it. Let's see. Sienna said, very unpopular opinion. pairing him with Martha was such a slap in the face. He didn't need her to land that at all. They could have gave him the show. I don't like the way they forced the package deal. Oh yeah, he didn't need Martha Stewart. And Martha Stewart, child, she ain't miss a beat, child. She probably needs Snoop more than Snoop me. Okay, after she went to jail and stuff, shoots. Boss lady sitting over there saying, F that, I'm not gonna divorce him. So right. So someone else can live off the money that I fought, okay, to help us get. Come on now. Shoot, she ain't finna divorce him. Okay. I always say Pac was about 4 to 5 years away from going into politics. Yeah. I could have seen that happening. I still don't see how he represented y'all at the Olympics. Girl, how did he get there? I say, how did Snoop? But see, baby, God will put you places other people feel that you don't deserve to be. Okay, that's just a little testimony, a little word of encouragement there. Okay, he will put you places you like, how I get here? Y'all, he looked so out of place, but was so happy. And I was happy that we had some representation. I was smiling too. Okay, he was just happy. I'm very happy to be here. He was like Eddie Murphy in Coming to America. He was just happy to be there. Okay, he didn't Bimo know nothing about no tennis. He didn't know about no tennis or nothing. He just sitting up in the stands, eating his hot dog with his drink and getting paid. Okay, come on now, because you know, shoes, they were paying him probably too. I still don't see. Okay, I read that boss lady also decided to stay with Snoop because she grew up in the environment. Her father was. Oh Lord, really? Wow. Hell, even Uncle Luke is in season, especially the women. Okay, girl. I can't do Uncle Luke. Well, for one, I'm just no. I mean, he can get the music nasty and all that. It's just not my cup of tea as far as like yeah, looks and things like that. But people be getting down, you know. Uncle Luke. Yeah, when they gonna put P Valley back? I thought P Valley was supposed to come back out this year. I've been looking for it. I don't even know what made me think about that because I said Uncle Luke or something. I want to see P Valley. TGIF. Welcome, Tammy. Thank you for tapping in. I want to see P Valley the next season because it was supposed to come out this year, y'all. It was really supposed to come out this year. Where did it come from? I'm being nosy. It looked like some kids skipping school. And they don't know. I mean, where y'all supposed to be at? Y'all look mighty young to be walking around right now. Y'all supposed to be at school this Friday. It's not senior skip day. They probably cuss me out, these kids nowadays, Charlie. I wouldn't put nothing past them. Okay. They have no respect. Oh, it look like they got a parent. She just look young. Well, y'all, let me get off from here. Oh, child. See, this is why I can't fool with y'all in the mornings. We want to be on here talking, and I'm supposed to be trying to get ready to go to work. Now, then I sit out here. When I go in here, I get lazy, and I'm like, ugh. Then I get there later. Then I'm supposed to be doing a little video. And then by then, it's time to go home. It's like I go in when I want to go in, but then when I get there, I don't really want to do nothing, you know. But now I try to do something. Friday is more of my catch-up day anyways, and just it's laid back. Let's see. Hey, Charnisa. You mess around and have to fight yeah, okay. Girl, you be trying to fight kids, they'll be like, I thought you were in education. Look, okay, we put that to the side when you trying to fight for your life. Out here fighting kids, taking pictures and go viral. There go your whole career. You won't work with another kid. Who child? These kids nowadays, it's different. It's definitely a different world. You got to watch how you handle them because it's definitely a different world. It used to be, it was about the village, raising the kids. It's not about the village no more. Okay, you got mamas that's going to be jumping on you if you try to correct the child. Okay, now I got to fight both of y'all. I'm trying to help your child. Now they don't want you saying nothing. It used to be the lady down the street, they see you doing wrong. Girl, you know your mama don't go for that. Go sit down or stop that. And then go tell your mama what she said to you. They don't do that no more. People scared to say something to kids because you got to fight parents now. But that's why the kids are doing the things that they're doing. Don't fight me when we're supposed to be on the same team. We're supposed to have the same interest in helping the children. You know, like I would get parents, now I could win parents over. I thank God for that gifting. Like some of the toughest parents, they ain't never cussed me out. I don't think I've ever been cussed out by a parent. Now they may be mad at the principal or the school, but I've never been cussed out by a parent because I try to come at them with some understanding, give some good points about the child first, and then, let them see I'm on your side. I'm not against you. I'm just trying to figure out how to help your child, So I thank God I have never been cussed out by one, but I've heard them cuss before and cuss the school out. Okay. But yeah, you just got to show them you're on their side. Ain't that lovely when you see the parents and you be like, oh, makes it, oh, girl, yes. You can be like, oh, so wonder, okay. You see where the child get it from, okay? You coming in here cussing everybody out at the office. Now your child up here cussing everybody out at the office. Okay, it makes sense. Yes, girl, we see that all of the time. Oh my gosh. And best believe teachers behind the scenes talking about you, okay? So don't be that parent going up there cussing, looking a hot mess and things like that, because the teachers are talking about y'all. I'm telling you firsthand, okay? They talking about you when you leave. They may be sitting there smiling. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Is this the phone number? Okay. Okay, what's the best time for me to call you? Okay, so yes, I'll keep you updated and we're going to get this. We're going to get it together. We're going to work together. Child, as soon as you walk out that office, out of that school, girl, let me tell you about Joe Mama. Oh, girl, she came up here looking a hot mess. Girl, they be behind the scenes. So don't go up there looking a hot mess. Do not go up there cussing the folks out because they already have some type of feeling about your child. And if you go up there confirming this is where you get it from, it's going to be a whole conversation. Y'all know how people do. Hey, Raymel, welcome. Thank you so much for tapping in. Okay, so this is my fourth. Is this number 4? Okay, see, every time I try to get out, y'all hit me with some more comments, and I'm trying to be respectful and nice and read. Timmy said, tell them, oh, I'm trying to give y'all the insider, okay? They talking about y'all. Look, the principal's talking about the teachers talking about the parents. The principal's talking about the teachers and the parents and the children. The teachers, the principal's talking about the teachers, parents, children. The teachers talking about the principals, the parents, children. The children talking about the teachers and the principals, and the parents, they talking about just the whole school. If they don't like you, if they don't like the teacher, they talk about the teacher. They ain't gonna talk about their child because they want to be like they on their child's side. But they'll talk about their principal too if they don't like the principal. Okay. Yes, that's the big sister. And child, I'm telling y'all, it's a mess. Oh my gosh. It can be a mess if you make it, but I love it. I love this is what I do. Oh my gosh, one of my friends I've been working with at a district, like she is a teacher, but she went through an alternative certification program, so she didn't get a lot of training as far as how to teach, because that's a skill. You can't just say, I want to be a teacher, you go into a classroom. There are things you have to learn how to do and learn how to teach, the pedagogy part, right? So she was struggling, and they were borderline probably about to let her go and fire her if she didn't get it together, okay? She was on a whole growth plan. So for the past weeks, we've been working together, doing Zooms and things like that. So I said, I'm going to give you a discount, but, just give me, a review of how things go. So yesterday, she called me, and I almost didn't answer the phone because I was driving, but I answered the phone. She said, heck, I'm at work and ready to go. Girl, that's how I'm going to be in a little bit. And it's only because it's Friday, not that it's hard work. It's only because I want to be at the house. That's the only reason. So she called me yesterday. She said, oh my gosh, I had 6 people from district come into my classroom and was going through that. And I was like, oh my God, they are about to fire her. I don't know how to tell. If you done had 6 people from the district come into your room. So she went on, talked to me about it, told me about that. And she said afterwards, this principal that's been really hard on her. Like I told her, when a principal is really hard on you, it's because they see something in you and it's going to make you a better teacher. That's how I grew up as a teacher. I had a really tough principal that asked me the hard questions. They want to make sure you know what you're doing, that these are kids' futures in your hands. You need to know what you're teaching, how to teach it, and all of that. So I said, it's going to make you an even better teacher. Although in the moment, it doesn't feel good to have eyes on you like that, it will help you. So shout out to Fantasy. Thank you so much for the floating heart. I appreciate the support, sis. You get two butt whoopings. Okay, right. So then she went on to say that principal, the tough one, called her into the office afterwards and said that she was so nervous. So she said when she sat down, he said, well, do you have a pen or a pencil or anything? So she was like, no, do I need it? So he said, well, go ahead and have a seat. So she said when she sat down, she didn't notice that there was a Starbucks cup and a gift card sitting right there in front of her. And said that this guy, she said, has always been like professional, like trying to do everything by the book. And she said he started smiling. And he said, oh my goodness, I cannot believe what we just saw today. He said, I want you to get this Starbucks cup. And although it don't have Starbucks in it right now, I want to do a toast with you as to you having the highest score based off of your observation in your classroom. He said, over these past weeks, I have noticed such growth in you. I said, girl, that was your time to say, to put a little plug in for me so he'll know that you've been working with my company. Okay. But y'all, I was cheesing like it was a student that had just passed the STAR test that ain't never passed the test, because I've had those kind of students and they get so excited. Y'all, I could see her, like hearing in her voice that she was smiling and was so relieved to get a compliment from this man who's been hard on her. And sometimes that's all people need is a compliment, or that you see their hard work. Like she been staying up late, y'all, preparing. And she said this man was so happy and told her, you did that. Like he was excited. And so I said that to say, y'all, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Don't give up. She did not give up. And I was excited to be able to be a part of that process, but I don't take all the credit. I give God the glory. But it made me feel good that the things we've been actually talking about and working on, and I've been giving her a cheat sheet, okay? Because I've been with principals. I know what we look for, okay? When we come into classrooms. Girl, look, get it together. Do not be sitting down. Walk around. Make sure your kids understand. Like these are things a lot of teachers, new teachers, are that ones that have not been trained don't know. They just be sitting at the desk. They don't know what they teaching. No, you need somebody to come in there and give you the heads up on some stuff right quick, because this had to be a quick turnaround. School year is almost over. So we didn't have time to just go through, oh, this is what we're going to do. No. Quick. I need you to make some quick fixes, okay? And lo and behold, those people came into her room yesterday. 6 people from the district. This could have either helped her keep her job or help her lose her job, depending on how that went. Okay, so it went well, praise the Lord. And so now he's talking about next year. So it looks like they're going to keep her there, because he said next year we'll probably have you just doing one, because she does English 1 and English 2. So they'll just give her 1, which will help her, because now the things we've talked about, she now has been, I can even see the growth over the past weeks, how she comes to the Zoom meeting. Because, if you're prepared or not, like I could pick up on those changes she's making. So now she'll know what to expect next year. She'll know questions to ask. She'll know to pay attention in the trainings. Okay, things like that, how to think through a lesson. But y'all, I'm just so excited and happy for her. I was like, whoo, now I can kind of relax, because child, you had me stressed. Okay. But I felt so happy for her. God is good. He just needed her to lock in and trust the process. Yes, that's what, because she said what really got her to really take this serious is he told her, you are serving kids and you're doing an injustice to them by not being prepared and doing what you need to do in here. And she said that hurt her. She said it hurt her because she didn't want to be the person that would be doing kids like that. You see what I'm saying? When you think about it like that, that's a whole calling. That is an assignment. I don't take that lightly. I don't care how high I get up. When you put me in front of kids, for one, I got to answer to God. That's number 1. Number 2, I want to make sure these are someone's children. This is someone's future. That's a heavy mantle to handle when you take it serious like that. That's why I get bothered when you get teachers that think it's only about babysitting some kids or getting some vacation time and it's paid. No, it's way more to it than that. Do not come into the career if you're not ready for the challenge or the work. Don't do it. I'm going to tell anybody that, and I'm going to be real talk. It's not about just being paid over the summer and you get to be on vacation chilling somewhere. Okay? It's not about getting 2 weeks off for Christmas, 1 week for spring break, 1 week for Thanksgiving. What you gonna do with the other weeks? I get so bothered. I have taught at a school. I have even been an instructional specialist at that school. Your own people. You would think it would be another race sometimes that's doing children like that. Not all the time. There are Black people that don't even care about what they're doing to Black kids. They just show up, not teaching them and collecting a paycheck. And it hurt my heart to see that. You would think in your own community that you would at least try to teach these kids. It's sad. That is so awesome. Great job, open book. What a blessing. Yes, thank you. And it was a blessing for her. I work with students too, like student pullouts, mentoring, teacher mentoring, things like that. Teachers develop bad habits. Yep. They can. I would have lost my job the way my anxiety set up. Girl, hers was too. She said, oh my God, he makes me so nervous. And he picks up on that nervousness. I think that guy, he was picking up on that nervousness with her. But I said, hey, look, what's going to help you with the nervousness is to be prepared. That's with anything. Okay, even if you have to do a speech or anything at work, if you're facilitating a meeting or things like that, what will ease the nervousness is to be prepared. Now, anytime you're not prepared, it's going to make it go up. Your anxiety going to go up because you know you're not ready. Like I told her, I said, now look, we still got to work on you being prepared with these copies. Okay, you don't need to be up there trying to make copies the day of. Okay, because anything can go wrong. 5 teachers at the copy machine, and then you don't have your copies or the machine down. We know that's liable to happen. No, make your copies days before or a day before so you can relax. Be prepared. If you have a meeting coming up, and this is for anybody at work, child, have your stuff. Don't go in that meeting ill prepared. You don't know who's going to pop in. That could be your chance to get a promotion, and you're not even prepared. Oh my goodness. Tammy said, facts. I agree. Open book. That's pretty much, yeah, all jobs. Yep. Hey, Ray from PA. I need that info for students. Okay, now what field are you in, Camishire? Thank you, Tammy. Is this teacher turned principal? I hate when schools have someone policing teachers when they've never been. Oh, come on now. When they've never been in the classroom. Okay, thank you. And I used to have that problem too. See, that's my advantage though. I can tell, see, I can relate to teachers. See, I had to come up through the trenches, baby. When I tell you the first school that I taught at was a low income school, and the kids were, baby, bad. Okay. However, our expectations were high. So although it was in a low income area, our school performed well. Like our kids did good, right? So they said, if you teach here, this is training ground. You make it here, then anywhere else, you will be able to make it. And they never lied. Because I've never taught at a school with worse behaved kids than that school. But they were well loved and they succeeded. Okay, so the thing of it was the classroom, because I was coming from business, customer service, before I switched careers. Okay, so I went through alternative certification as well, but I had my degree in something else. So I didn't even know that was possible. But if you go through this program, then you do a year of teaching on probationary certificate. They come and observe you and things like that. So I remember me and a friend of mine that were working at the same call center, and I had been at that location, that bank, for 10 years. She said that she was going to get her teaching career. So I was like, a teaching certificate, was telling me about the whole process. So I said, wow, that sounds interesting because I've always wanted to teach. But, your family kind of be like, well, teachers don't make a whole lot, da, 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 da. So shout out to Shalina for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. She said, come and take over my city. They need help. Girl, what city? I will travel. Okay, obese. We don't say bad. We say the kids misguided. We'll say behaviorally challenged. That was the old school kids I had, child. They were bad. Okay. So, yeah, it was so funny. So I said, well, I'm going to look into that. So there was a job fair at a district. And I said, okay, let me go with you. I'm going to take a day off. Okay, 40. I know what that is. Wow. That actually is like right near, not too far outside of Dallas. Child, that would take some traveling. That's not close for me. I would need to come set up. Let me try to get on the approved vendor list. Maybe I'll come get a hotel a couple of nights, do some training still. And so then I went to the job fair with her, and I remember we had on these name tags or whatever. And so I was walking around. There was this lady walking around in white. And she called my name. And I was like, how does this lady know my name? And I said, oh, shoot, I forgot I have the name tag on. So she whispered to me. She said, hey, there is a 5th grade reading position at this school, but it's not on the list. And I said, oh, okay. Well, when I looked over at the school, the line was long. Okay, it was long. I was like, do I want to wait in this line? Because everybody, I guess, wanted to be at their school or whatever. So I was like, let me go on and wait in the line. So it was this one lady sitting at the table. She was just to the principal and all this. I said, she probably got the job. But see, that position that I was about to tell her about, it was not on the list, right? So when I walked up, because I was about to, the line kept moving. I said, I'm going to stay. Some told me to stay in that line. It was none but God. Stayed in the line. I have never done this before, y'all, but in boldness, out of faith, when I walked up to that principal, I said, hi, I heard that you have a 5th grade reading position just for me. And she looked because she knew about it. And see, it was probably an inside information that she gave to that other lady, that if you see someone that looked like they could potentially be a good match, let them know about this position, because it wasn't on the paper. So she said, have a seat. So I introduced myself. She asked me a question. She said, out of these three things, which one would you pick? Would you be no, it was out of four things. She said, would you be a slinky? Would you be a paper clip? Would you be a magnifying glass? Or would you be a teddy bear? I immediately said teddy bear. I don't know where that came from, but that was the first thing I said. And so when she looked at me, it was like I couldn't read her face. She was the tough principal I told y'all about. She was one of them. I've had two. She was the first one. I couldn't read her facial expression. And she said, okay, tell me why. So I thought I had said something wrong. I explained to her why I chose teddy bear, about, I'm about relationships, more interpersonal, blah, 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 blah. She said, okay, well, I'm not going to. Now she's whispering, kind of. We trying to whisper at this time. She said, well, I'm not going to officially. I can't do officially yet, because taken now, I was just going really to get interview experience, because I had been on my current job at that time 10 years. So I had never interviewed, period, for anything career related or in the teaching field. So then I was just really going for the interview experience. I wasn't really going, I don't think, for a new job, because I was in a position that I really loved doing at my current job. I was just trying to see how it was. So she said, I'm not going to officially say it, because I want you to meet my team, okay, my fifth grade team, but I think I'm going to offer you the position. And I said, that's a line of you in this big place, and it's a line of people waiting to come and interview. That's other positions she was interviewing for, but I didn't want to be too obvious. So I started whispering, thank you so much. So y'all, I get up and I go into the hallway, and at that time my mom was still alive, and I called. She was always the first one I would call. I called y'all, and I started crying. And I said, Mama, I just think, I think I just got hired for a teaching position. And y'all, I started crying. And I'm in the hallway, because people probably would think I was crazy about trying to be to the side somewhere. And I said, my life is about to change, y'all, because literally my life was about to change. This was no longer about a job. This was now a new assignment that I was going into in my life, something I had been wanting to do since a child. I wrote about this in my book, The Common Thread, which can be found on Amazon.com. Look, I'm trying to promote my book at the same time, y'all, because I kind of fell off, okay? Yes, okay, Shalina, nothing but God. Hi, Catherine. Hey, Sylvia. So then, nothing is scarier than making that jump from job hunting to career hunting, right, Sienna? It scared me, because check this out, y'all. The test that you have to take, the certification test, I had not taken it yet. I was supposed to take it the next week. And I was like, oh, Lord. So I told the principal that I was up to take the test. And she said, okay, I just want you to come and meet, the team or whatever. You just take your test and then just let me know. So not only now, that's extra pressure. My anxiety shot up, because now I have to pass the test, because I now have a job, a position, okay, that I need to pass this test. So then, y'all, I go to the school, and come to find out, the classroom that they were going to give me, every teacher that they put in there ended up leaving. One guy, the last guy, had left mid-year. I said, oh, Lord, why everybody leaving? What is happening? So I met the other teacher, the fifth grade teacher. Was two other ones, one science, one math. And immediately, me and the science teacher, I love it. To this day, we still talk. Her personality, she was the one God had there, I would say, had there for me. She was divinely connected to me, because had it not been for her, I would have stopped teaching in month 3. Okay, I was about to go back to the bank because it was a heavy, y'all. It felt too heavy. The pressure, the things I had to deal with there at first. I just felt like I couldn't do it. I sat at my desk, and I can see myself even now. I sat at my desk crying one evening, and I was like, God, I'm trying not to cry now. I was like, God, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. The kids, because think about it. I only had a sphere of what I knew about kids from me being a kid in school and being around kids at church, the good kids. I had never come into contact with kids acting like that. Y'all have to know, I wasn't from the hood. Now, my school, when I was growing up, elementary school, was in the hood, but it too was a school you wouldn't have thought it was in the hood, because we had a mixture of teachers. I had white teachers, black teachers. Everyone had an expectation and standard, and we were a high-performing school. So although we had kids from the ghetto that would go to that school and things like that, we knew how to still act. Our teachers had high expectations. So I knew that, and I wanted that for the kids that I now was being assigned to. Okay, they were my assignment now. And so she would talk to me daily, y'all. I would go to her room every day during lunch and sit there and talk to her. She has a way about her where I felt just so comfortable sharing my fears and the things that were taking place in my classroom. And she would give me advice, and they were so helpful. Her and the other man that taught math, they were so helpful in my first year. And I never forget when the lady in the office said that when they told me everybody who gets in that classroom leaves, I said, well, I'm not. That's not going to be me. I'm not going to leave them prematurely. So I stayed at that school for 5 years. And it wasn't until God opened another door and told me it was time to go. That same lady was in the office, and she said, we are going to miss you. And I'll never forget that conversation we had at the beginning. You said you weren't going to leave, and you did it. You stayed it out, because I felt like I had been trained there, and it was then now to move on. So then I was able to go teach at a couple of more schools, and then he promoted me to interventionist, then promoted me to instructional specialist, then leadership positions working with the districts, now into my own business, with educational consulting. So it was a whole training thing. And I had to go through, y'all, I learned from those children. Not only was I teaching them, but I learned things about myself, my character. See, it's nothing about working with kids that you will learn some stuff about you. My patience level had to grow. I had to grow up out of my popping off mode. Keisha number 2. I'll never forget, I had a student with the name of Brittany. Okay. I ain't going to say her last name. Somebody may know. Okay. And Brittany loved popping off. And I remember in the hallway one day, we were going down the hallway, and child, she was failing because she needed glasses. We finally figured out what the issue was. And Brittany was popping off, rolling her eyes, and I was getting with her, rolling my eyes, popping off. So y'all, and I didn't tell y'all, the girl I went to the job fair with didn't get a job the same day. So I was riding in the car with her, child. I had to keep my good news kind of at a minimum, because she invited me and didn't get a job. Well, come to find out, the next day she got called by the same principal who had hired me. She had a 4th grade position available down the hall from the classroom I was going to be in. So not only were we leaving our current company at the same time, but now we were entering our careers at the same time, right down the hall from each other. So one day in my class, we were going to lunch. She pulled me to the side. She said, come here. She said, let me tell you, you can't be doing what she doing. I said, what? She said, I saw you. She was like, girl, you rolling your eyes popping out right back. I said, am I? Because see, I was in the moment. See, it takes people being honest with you about you sometimes. I said, oh, Lord, I got to be the adult. So, y'all, I had to recognize that in me, that I have to show her correct behavior. I can't pop out because she popping out because I can, but I can roll my eyes too. I can't do that. I have to show her correct behavior. Do y'all know after I made the change, Brittany was one of my best friends. It's like I hate my first class, which was the toughest class ever. All of them stand out in my memory. I remember all of them. I boo-hooed and cried at the end of the year. I thought I wasn't going to ever stop crying. And then the teacher I told y'all about that helped me. She said, girl, it get easier each year. And it did. Okay. At the end, you start being like, okay, bye, y'all. Have a good school year, child. You happy that they are gone. You can move on to a new year and happy. But that year, I learned so much about myself. I had to grow up. And each year, it's like I would have a good group, then a not so good group. Then it was like a rotating, I don't know what was happening, rotating year. But yes, so that was training ground for going into these other schools. And these other schools be thinking they be having bad behavior. Child, I be like, this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. So now some of those same schools that were top schools when me and some of these other phenomenal teachers, y'all, there were some phenomenal teachers around my time at this school. I noticed that now in that district, those schools, and there was some others in that pyramid of schools that were top performing schools, are now, y'all, the lowest performing. So now that hurt my heart to see that, because there was a time when they weren't. And I started shaking my head like, what has happened? So I reached out to the coordinators in the district, and I'm going to see, is there anything I can do? Because I have experience with these kids and I have experience in these areas at these schools. Can I come, my company, come and help y'all get back to the top? Because those schools were not at the bottom. They were leading. Those principals are no longer there. So now the schools have fallen off, and it's possible to get them back up. It is. It's going to take some years probably. They're going to have to get the right leadership, right teachers. They're offering base pay for those teachers $100,000. In this day and time, y'all, I rejoice at that, because it was a time when I would pray that they would start taking teachers seriously and increase teachers' pay. They are paying $100,000 salaries to come and work for one of those schools. There are 9 schools on that list in the district. One of the top, I would say, as far as population, Dallas, Houston are the largest, then Fort Worth. Okay. So it's a large district. So now if you think about it, 9 schools out of their district, they are paying teachers a base salary of $100,000 and up, depending on if you are a TII teacher. I think it's TIAA something, because baby, they didn't have that around my time. But if you're one of those teachers with these high performance rates in Texas, then you get bonuses on top of that. That's the thing. You'll get a bonus on top of that. So I was like, whoo, those teachers are making some money. But guess what? It's not going to be about that money, child. It's going to be about the work that you're going to put in coming to one of those schools. And you got to train those kids and everything. It's going to be some work. So I hope people don't come over there trying to get $100,000 thinking it's going to be easy. It's not. It's really not. Let's see here. Open book, I need to be excused from work for the rest of the day. Can you help? Girl, look, you and me both. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, what time is it? I told y'all a whole hour ago I was about to get oh my goodness, really ready to go. I'm like this every Monday and Friday. Sienna said, right, and now you already done told your mom. Right, girl? I had already told her everything. You just can't call back and say you didn't get the job. Girl, but wait a minute. I was so stressed, girl. The day of the test, y'all, I had an anxiety attack. And that's not something I just have on a normal. Okay, it's not like I suffer with anxiety or anything like that. Child, that day, I literally could not breathe. I had to call my mama. I was in tears. I was crying. I couldn't breathe. She said, girl, you got to come down. Yeah, it was a 5-hour test. After I took that test, I felt like a bus had hit me. Okay, I was emotionally drained. I had been studying. I was hungry. I was tired. I took all of the 5 hours. Child, I left there. Do y'all know I got those results? Child, I was so happy I had passed because some people have to retake their test. And each time you retake it, you have to pay. Okay, and it's not like $5. Okay, it's hundreds. So that's not something you want to fail. Because, child, one time I signed up for the wrong test, taking the test and found out I had failed it, but it was the wrong test anyway. I had to sign up for the right test. I was like, golly, I done wasted $100 some. It's always them Britney's. I don't know. Right? Okay, girl. I hope you can get a big contract. You look, girl, I'm about to go in here and see how. Now, you got to give me some connects now. I'm going to go see how do I get on the vendor list because I got to do that step first there. And then once I'm on the vendor list, look, if you know some people that know some people, look, okay, we're going to have to connect because, child, look, I will drive. Okay? That wouldn't be just really far for me. Mm-mm. And you make sure to tell them, leave them egos at the door. You need help. Exactly. Right, or yes, and thank you. My mom gives terrible advice when I'm having an anxiety attack. Just breathe. Girl, if I could, I wouldn't be having an anxiety. Okay, right. That's what I'm saying. But my mom, y'all, was my biggest cheerleader. She was the one that helped me. Even during finals in college, I always called my mom. Like, she knew how to calm me down, to say the right thing. You got the power. You can do this, girl, and talk me through. She should have gotten a degree too, because she walked me through all of my degrees, my tests and things like that, prayed for us. She always kept us lifted up in prayer. And so I miss her. I miss sharing those good moments with my mama. She would be so proud of me and my brother. And my brother, he's actually about to be in a play, a stage play in June. So we're going to travel to go and see him. I say I'm going to be standing up. That's my brother. Okay. Y'all know how ghetto we get. That's my brother right there. So I'm going to try to keep it at a minimum, but I'm excited. My mom would be so proud because he has the personality for that, or to be a comedian, because he is definitely a character. But I'm so proud of he's my little brother. There's an 8-year gap. So I had moved out, child. My brother was still, we don't have like a lot in common as far as age-wise, because I had moved out when he was still growing up and things, but we're very close and stuff. So she would be just so proud. And then of her grandkids, oh my gosh, she would be eating it up. So yeah, I miss my mom. And I know Mother's Day is coming up. Shout out to everyone who may have lost a mom. Around that time, y'all, I try to make it like not so sad time, but try to find ways to still honor our moms and, grieve the proper way. Because I know it brings all these emotions. Things are going to start being in the stores and so forth. So we prepare, to see that. But things can be triggers and all of that. But yeah, we'll talk more about that later. Let me see what I can find out. The kids really need it. Let's connect. Yes, thank you. I'm going to look into that today. I pray that you get that job position in Dallas if you're trying to get it. Well, I'm trying to, with my business, get contracts. That's the part. Like, I'm an approved vendor with some districts already. But see, the thing of it is, you have to get with people to actually be contracted out for their school to work with groups of students, or to work with their teachers, or to host workshops. So it's like, that part is the harder part to get. Once you have that, child, you in there. Okay. When they send that purchase order over to you, you in there. That's the part you want to get. Thank you so much. So say a prayer for contracts. Okay. Open doors. Yes. You got to do it like Regina's mom on Mean Girls while he's on stage. You're doing great, sweetie. Okay. Yes, girl. I'm going to be yelling. I'm so proud of him. Oh my gosh. And he's a rapper too. He has music out, everything, y'all. I'm like, wow, he needs it to get more, promoted more and so forth. Ashley. You're doing great, sweetie. That's gonna have me laugh. Okay, I'm about to get off for real. Y'all, we ain't even had breakfast. Y'all at work, then had breakfast. I ain't had no breakfast, no coffee, no nothing. Okay, thank y'all for sending me some. Those that have been sponsors for the live. If nothing else, hit the like button. It is for free. Also, make sure you subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. Also, thank you. It is what it is. I appreciate that. Thank you, Tammy. God bless you all. Also, make sure y'all check out the replay, two from yesterday. I did share them last night and this morning. So make sure y'all check out the replay to those videos. But thank y'all so much. Y'all have a fantastic Friday and a great weekend if I don't see y'all. And definitely I may come live on tomorrow with the Kendrick Johnson update as well. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Catherine. Bye-bye.